New York. Don.
I had never seen holes like that before.
Hahn.
I'm not comfortable touching it. No.
And Rosenberg.
I'm not breastfeeding.
No,
but
that's too bad.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, that is the deadline.
Oh.
Stop what you're doing. Drop your pencils.
And your pants.
Wait. Who drops their pants?
I don't think anybody should drop their pants.
Why not? Are you in or you out?
Yeah, do you want great radio or not?
Right now I'm in. I'm very in.
So that's it. Deadline's done.
Done.
And Giannis on the Knicks. Can you believe it?
What an
right?
amazing trade deadline moment this was. God, what a trade that went down.
The greatest non-trade in the history of Knicks basketball.
Wow, the greatest non-trade.
The greatest non-trade. If it ends up that they get Giannis in the offseason, you'll look back at this day and say it was the greatest non-deal. Like if he ends up in Minnesota or Miami, Knicks fans are freaking out. Everybody's ready to jump ship. Now you can just settle in. It's all coming together. Knicks fans, embrace the madness, man. It's coming together.
You're feeling it.
Well, and who benefits from this the most as a player? The one guy that jumps to mind that benefits from Giannis not being traded
Cat?
is Cat.
Oh, yeah.
And then last night, Cat's bleeding at the foul line. The fans are chanting his name. It's coming together.
I like it. I like this
I'm
take
telling
from
you,
Don. I do.
A double overtime win against the Nuggets.
The timing's nice.
This is good.
Dude,
Let him cook.
Dude, I'm just telling you that if this ends up being what I think it can be, we'll look back at last night as kind of one of those turning points. When you're going over the DVD of the season, if they still do that, the YouTube video, whatever, this is where the music starts to build, right? The night before the trade deadline. Giannis on the block. The Knicks deciding whether they want to be all in or out with this team. Cat having a slow start to his season. Disgruntled at times. Tough relationship with the fans. Bleeding at the foul line. Hits his foul shots. His name being chanted. The Knicks win in double overtime over the Nuggets and Joker. The next day, Giannis is not dealt. The Knicks go on a run. Come on, man. It's there.
It's there.
You don't have to be Shakespeare. You don't have to be Joyce. You don't even have to be Lupica.
Oh.
This is right in itself, right in front of you.
Full frontal.
That's why you're dropping your pants.
Yeah, in your pants. Chocolate saucer.
It's the opposite.
No, I like this. I
love the take.
I like this take a lot. I think what you're saying. No.
I'm not lying. I'm feeling it, man. You're not feeling it?
Well, what you saw last night was definitely a sensation. That was a battle, man. Like that was a knockdown drag out. Denver wanted that game so bad. They were playing Jokic double the minutes he was supposed to play. He was supposed to stop at like 28, 29 minutes. He wasn't really supposed to go over 30. But he wanted to win. They wanted to win. They were all in. Knicks were all in. Knockdown drag out. Should have ended after the first overtime, but that's a conversation for another day.
And it's a game that if you lose, it's completely reasonable.
Oh, you lose it, you just feel like, all right, we laid it out there, but Denver is considered one of the top title contenders in the NBA, and they have been playing really well. Very good basketball.
But they didn't lose. That's the beauty. You could have, and you didn't.
Well, what you saw, and again, before we get into the trade stuff, this is also why, when we talk about this team and the window they're in right now, I watched Jalen Brunson say to Jamal Murray, who had 20 first-quarter points, and their sideline was kind of doing the 5-0. Oh, he's going for 50. 50 in the Garden. Right? And I even said it to the silent report. I go, he's going for 50, isn't he? He's putting on a show. And, and to her credit, she said, he tends to have big quarters, but they don't always last.
Oh.
And I said, well, I think he's going for 50. He had 24 at the half. And Brunson said, hold my beer. This is my court. And we haven't, again, that's always been the problem. Other stars would come in. I'm taking over the court. LeBron came in Sunday. You didn't think he wanted to put on a show? Luka, winking, smiling, pointing at celebrities. They had a little lead. He was knocking down some threes. What happened after that? Nothing. Because that's what this team has established, is the opposing teams come in. It is not easy. It is not your court anymore. That's what we've seen. That's what Jalen Brunson has done. And I think that's critical, man. That's critical when you have in the past the Tatums and the Browns and the Halliburtons walking in, Embiid, right, walking in the building and trying to take it over. And this group, they're 21-6 at home this season, Don. 21-6 in the Garden. That's a lot of winning in the building that the home team has felt a lot of stress trying to win. So the first thing I want to acknowledge is that part of it. You're in that place right now where you've got a guy that doesn't let opposing stars take over your building. And then on top of it, you had a franchise that didn't, as you said, Don, get desperate and chase another superstar. Like you were saying this yesterday, you've been saying this for a couple of days about that desperation of we need a savior. No. They looked and said, we got one. Nobody wants to believe it, but that dude, he's different. He's special. And this team that they've built, you can see they have different ways they can play. They can do a defensive lineup. They can try to score. And the last thing, as I said, the last thing that was left was can they get Towns, can they get his head right? Maybe it took him bleeding from the head to get his head right because he was a different player when he came back.
He is that kind of guy, right? He is the kind of guy who he sees his own blood and all of a sudden he starts going crazy. Like we see that he has that speed. He's getting killed.
No, he's getting mad.
It always comes back to Rocky, doesn't it?
I can't help it. It's the best movie.
But I don't. We definitely can't pretend like it's not in Cat. It's there, and you love the timing of it all because Don's right. There's a world in which the Giannis trade happens, and it's the beginning of the end of Cat. He ends up going one place, then someplace else, and the wheels could quickly fall off, Don. Instead, you get a huge win, and you can start to get really excited about this team in the second half of the season.
And we've said on two separate occasions that it is ironic that he's having what is looked upon as his worst year, although it's not a bad year. It's an all-star year.
Yeah, he's still an all-star. Right?
It's still, compared to the back of his basketball card, not the year that he would want to have. Coincidentally, on a year where his name is being thrown around in a possible Giannis deal. And now at least he knows for the rest of this season, which could really turn out to be something special, he doesn't have to worry about it. And if he plays to the best of his ability, and Brunson plays the way he played last night after a tough first quarter, then why can't this team get a shot? And I'm sure that room, when they heard that news from Shams earlier that Milwaukee is not trading Giannis, that they're high-fiving going, they believe in us. Let's go.
Why not us?
And let's show the world that they're right. That Leon Rose is betting on us. Let's show them. And I think this fan base is ready to embrace it. And let's see what happens. Right? I don't think they're winning a championship because, the Thunder are the Thunder. But stranger things have happened.
Well, this weekend, once again, last night was the start of it, and that was a hell of a game. But they play at Detroit tomorrow night in, as we know, that's the scene of the crime. That's the worst loss of the season. That's where it really hit rock bottom, that game, where whatever they were going through was really exposed badly. And they were really pointing fingers. You saw it was a lifeless team. They go there, and then they play at Boston Sunday afternoon. Another place where when they went back there, So that this weekend is another. They've won 8 in a row, and yet all we keep doing is, you still got to make another statement. Well, you still got to make another statement. That's the way we are in the regular season. But they, over an 8-game winning streak, have gotten themselves back. And you take out, what are they at, 52 games now, right? What are they? So 33 and 18, Don. Help me with the math.
So 51.
51 games. The 52 is Friday. So 51 games.
How about that, Peter?
Take the 2-9 over 11 out.
Well,
just because that's their bad stretch.
Right.
That was their bad stretch. So take the 2-9 out. and you're at 31-9.
Right. Now, that happened, but they overcame it. See, I don't mind including the 2-9 because that could cripple a team. And that could get them doubting themselves and maybe the organization doubting themselves and panicking. But they've answered that by winning 8 in a row. Now, I wouldn't put too much stock. I know it's sexy, Detroit and Boston over the weekend, but you're going to be facing Detroit, third game of 4 nights, right? And then you got Boston on a short term. Like, listen, I'm not saying that. I'm not excusing them for losing both games, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be concerned if you got blown out. But, I mean, you got to take some of these things into consideration when you're trying to make it the end-all, be-all. And, again, last year, look what happened against Boston, and you still beat them when it counted. So I wouldn't get nuts. If we come up on Monday and the Knicks, lost both games or maybe split but lost to Detroit, I think this team is proven what they are. But, hey, every statement in the regular season, I guess you're going to have moments. You got Detroit and Boston back-to-back. You don't want to go 0-2. But I wouldn't get nuts.
So 800-919-3776. Let's get into the calls, reactions from Knicks fans. So we talked about it. If he went to another team, I'm sure Knicks fans would have been upset.
Yes.
But the fact that Giannis is still there, and I now, as I've been trying to tell you all along, we started this back in June, talking about this. I do believe that the Giannis conversation will get hot and heavy again before the draft in June. And I do think that's when it's going to get real.
But you were dead on about it not being real this time around.
We're just following, the breadcrumbs.
The tea leaves, the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, but that's when it's going to get real again, and that's where the Knicks will know who they are at that point, right? But right now, this is the team. He stays in Milwaukee, and you'll have the opportunity once again. So as a Knicks fan, like Don, I think you were just alluding to, it's like that sense of relief of, okay, we didn't get him, we didn't blow up the team, and no one else did either, which means we all know he's going somewhere at some point. It just isn't going to be now. And the team you have now is they've added Jose Alvarado. Now, he's a Brooklyn guy. He's a tough player. That kind of dog that they've been kind of missing. He wanted to be here, and he's a point guard, which they needed somebody off the bench, come in, handle the basketball, give you that tough dog kind of defense. And so they got him. And they got him without giving up anything that they were using. So Yabusele last night was traded to the Bulls for Dalen Terry. And Dalen Terry was flipped to the Pelicans with two second-round picks for Alvarado, who's a useful player. So you got a player that you can use in exchange for a player in Yabusele that you had no use for.
That's
pretty good.
That's what you're looking for.
So you did that. Now, the one negative is the news that came on top of it. Why'd you need to get Alvarado? Because Deuce McBride's going to probably miss the rest of the regular season. There's reports about him needing some type of procedure because he has a core injury, and that could be painful, of course. And he wasn't right, and there was something about him missing all these games. Well, now we know, according to these reports. So
could be back for playoffs?
Could be back for playoffs. And if those two get on the court together, two ex-football players, they'll wreak havoc against opposing teams. But the Alvarado pickup is a sneaky good pickup, and I've always said there's always these trades teams make that nobody notices or pays attention to. That in May, somebody's like, boy, when they got him, what an addition he became, right? And I think Alvarado's that kind of guy, the dog that you need. And one other thing to keep an eye on, the Brooklyn Nets did something today. I can't believe they did this, but they did. They waived Cam Thomas. Now, Cam Thomas is a young guy, and he has not had a great year because you can tell he's just completely annoyed with what's going on there. And he is a very shot-heavy guard, but, man, he could fill it up. He could put 40 on you. And he's now waived. He's available. He can sign with anybody he wants. So keep an eye on that. But the Knicks are set now. This is your team.
How comfortable are you? Is this team different enough, and is the landscape different enough, and the coaching approach different enough for you to feel better about this team being able to make it one more round, or I guess 2 more rounds to win the whole thing?
And to be clear, compared to last year, for those who want to do that, literally the same. Record, offense, defense. The three-point shooting's better. bench is being used a little more, but really the results are very similar. So there was no drop-off and no huge uptick when it comes to the major change they made, which was that head coach. So now it's a matter of, do you now believe in this team to make a run, to get through the East and get to the NBA Finals?
So you can even argue, though, that things are the same thus far, and Mike Brown will inherently have an easier path in the Eastern Conference.
Based off of the season.
Pacers gone, Tatum gone. This should be, in theory, an easier path to the finals.
With a Detroit team that has some experience.
That's now a year better.
And they do believe. Yeah. 800-919-3776. Let's get right to calls. And we'll go right to Gilberto in the truck. Gilberto, start us off.
Yo, Don, Hahn, Peter, what's up, guys? Yo, Don, I dropped my pants and I was doing snow angels in the snow, man.
Nice.
I was too happy, man. What? Picking up Alvarado, I know what a pest he is. Also, and I don't mean to rain on your parade, Don. Hahn, I don't know if you're gonna say this as Porzingis going to Golden State. Okay,
what?
That's not come out.
What? That's not
you know
what?
what I'm saying?
That's not what?
Porzingis going to Golden State.
Right. I don't know why is that. That's a good thing. You think?
Is another feather in the cap. That means they're not going for Giannis.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, they made that clear. Once they knew, Golden State was making offers that the Bucks were like, "Are you serious?" Like I said this yesterday, right? They're getting offers and they're like, "For Giannis? No." Like, come on, it's Giannis. And so that's when Golden State then realized, okay, let's go a different direction. We saw teams go in a different direction today. And that last night was one of them.
Don, one last question, Don. The guy that the Rangers just sent to the Kings for their run draft pick and another player.
Right.
He was a veteran. If you're going to go young and you want to establish your team to be a younger team, a faster team, wouldn't you want the veteran presence there to teach them and guide them in the right direction? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks, guys. Keep it up. Peter, you're the best.
Thank you, my friend. Good man.
It's circumstances of he's a free agent, and they weren't going to give him $11 million per year. He's going to be 35 years old, so he'd be still here if he had another year left on his contract. He was a free agent. They didn't want to lose him for nothing.
Right.
And they weren't going to bring him back because, again, they're farther away than I think they're letting on. This reimagination, it's a rebuild. They had to do what they had to do, but the contract, I think, kind of dictated that more than anything else.
Yeah, and he kind of also had the hammer, right, because he chose where he wanted to go.
Yeah.
So you didn't really have much of an option there. Javier in Queens.
What's up, baby?
Javier.
What's up, boys? Thanks for taking the call. Shout out to all the animals in the chat. Alan, finally, the NBA gods are shining upon the Knicks. Like, everything fell into place for them today. I think that we should just give Leon Rose Executive of the Year today.
Wow.
Solely for getting someone to take Yabusele off of the Knicks. Who in their right mind would take that guy?
Chicago.
The Bulls. Mm-hmm. Terrible. And just to point out a couple of things. One, it's set up very nice for the Knicks. I like Alvarado because I think he replaces that toughness that we lost from DiVincenzo. He just doesn't shoot it like DiVincenzo.
Right.
But also, Alan, biggest plus about Alvarado, blood in the ground, Alan. Mm-hmm. We got ourselves a native New Yorker who's ready to do it. And one last thing, I love the Golden State move for Porzingis.
You do?
Because I'm pretty sure Draymond Green is going to beat him up within the first month.
If he's on the court.
So let's go Knicks. I'm telling you, let's go Knicks. They're looking good. And in the offseason, the Knicks are like a family business now. We got Brunson and his dad. Go get Giannis and his brother. Go get LeBron and his son. All these people are going to want to come to the Knicks. I can see it. I can see it, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jake, I'm going to give you credit for that line. Go ahead, say that on the air, man, because that's funny.
We'll get Del Curry and Steph, too. Why not?
Why not? Why not?
All the way.
If you're going to do it.
Blood in the ground.
If you're going to do it. Let's go to Dave and Elizabeth. Dave?
Hollywood Hahn, them boys, Don, Rosenberg, even my man Jacob Perry in the background. Gentlemen, it's a beautiful day today, and I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, why. Number one, Giannis didn't get moved. Number two, we just got better with my man Alvarado. And number three, Hollywood Hahn, I think they're going to make a good run. And in the offseason, you might not agree with me, but I would love for them to acquire Giannis. So, that would be great. And real quick, before you gentlemen let me go, Hollywood Hahn, what do you think of this? Bridges plays really good on the road, but when he's home, it's like he struggles. I don't get it. Like the home cooking, he should be cooking, but on the road, he definitely plays good defense, and he definitely does his job. Appreciate you, gentlemen.
All right, I'm going to check his splits because I don't know if that's completely true, but he has had big games on the road. I have to admit that. Spike in St. Pete. Spike.
Hey.
Spike.
What's happening?
Hey, boys, I'm coming up, flying out tomorrow morning, christening of my new granddaughter, who's
Nice.
a little younger than Maya. So,
Congrats.
Peter, God living there. God treats me well. Peter, we're going to have the girls play ping pong at 4 years old.
I love
it. I'm really psyched up, and I get to watch the Pistons game with my youngest boy. So it's great. I feel great. I'm happy, and got a lot on my mind. But one thing I got to give you your props. Alan, you've been so good, and I got no reason to single anyone out, but your coverage has been so spot on, and I miss you when you don't go on the road. And I understand. You guys got a lot of jobs and a lot of commitments and families, and the show is great because you're so connected. You fight a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. So Leon's done a great job, and I told you this once before. My dad did business with Zev Rose.
Mm-hmm.
It's a connection. Mitchell Robinson looked like a piranha last night. What he does, his side, now he has small feet, so his sliding across causes such havoc, and his offensive rebounding, and Mike Brown, I was tough on him, and I love Tibbs, but he shuffled them in, and I'm going to say it again, and thank you guys and everybody. You're always wishing me well, and I love you for it. But Mike Brown played the offense-defense game perfectly.
Yep.
So if the Knicks are up by 3 or 4 possessions with 2 minutes to go, Mitchell's on the court, not Cat.
And thank you, Spike. And also, I think everybody's role is clear. Hey, late in games, this is what we're going to do. Just be ready for it. So your head's already in that space. You're not going, why you take me out? Why you take me out? Like, you already understand what's going on. That part's important. Did you guys, Robinson – Jokic had a 30-point triple-double, which is pretty damn impressive.
Right.
And yet, I thought Robinson defended him really well. Isn't it, two things can be true.
Totally. Yeah. Especially with someone like Jokic.
I really thought, there were times when he matched up with him that Jokic struggled. I've never seen anyone block Jokic's three-point shot straight on like Robinson did. It was pretty impressive stuff. He's so – I asked the guys this morning, because I did go on with the morning show because I heard
that. It was a very good job.
My mea culpa. And it was – I asked this question, and Rick gave an answer that was an interesting answer. But, Don, I'm going to ask you, Peter, I'm going to ask you as well. Can you think of another player who doesn't play full-time minutes because he can't, but yet has such an impact on the team to where he's become invaluable even in limited minutes? Like in a game where guys were playing 47, 48 minutes, he played 25.
Right. Well, in basketball, that's a role. That's why role players in the NBA is its own animal.
But it's a hell of a
that's
role.
Why it's a 6-man award.
So can you think of someone who has impacted a team, even just let's say local, stay in New York, that where you're like, he's not a guy that plays a ton, but when he's out there, he just makes you better. You're just better.
I
think Rivera is probably the greatest of all time at that. One inning, but it's just like the most dominant inning. Like the most
that's
important.
is that an unfair comp though?
No, it's not a comp.
It's
not a comp. I'm saying the best of ever. The best ever limited use player is Mariano Rivera. I think in the history of New York sports. Right?
Sure.
But it is it takes the fun out of it because
closers
there's
are
no
all
other
limited.
comp
Right.
in other sports
to a closer.
You talk about a player that probably would like to have more of a role, but they're kind of limited into only having a few minutes or a few plays.
It's basketball is the place to think about it. And you think about Robert Horry, right? You think about want to go way back, Vinnie Johnson on that Pistons team.
But that's a bench guy that could play 35 minutes if you needed him to on a certain night, right?
Sure.
Robinson they don't do that. He can't play in a back-to-back. You got to be careful because obviously of the fragility of his ankle. You don't want to risk it. but yet he played in a game that was, I have to look at the box score, how many actual minutes the game was, 2 overtimes, plus 48, so it's 58 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had a huge impact on the game, yet played half the game. So it's remarkable. And then he was, I'm so glad I got to interview him on the court. I've never had a chance to do that with him.
Never?
He is, no, because, first of all, he was never comfortable doing that kind of an interview. And second of all, there's other players always that seem to have bigger moments. But that felt like the right moment, and he was great. He was great. And in the locker room, him and Towns were even funnier. So,
well, this is a reach for me. The name escapes me. I remember, Rick's was a bit of a reach too.
Radek Martinek.
A
good defenseman, yeah.
Old-time Giant fans will remember the name. Lee Rousson.
Okay.
Lee Rousson was a special teams guy. He was a running back, but he hardly ever played running back. But
thank you.
Beautiful.
Well done, sir.
He was the best special teams player on the 86 team and the 90 team.
There you
I
go.
think he went to a couple of Pro Bowls as a special teams player. But he's listed as a running back, but he never played. But he had a lot of impactful moments on special teams. Now,
I was
Peter's
thinking
right. This is more of a basketball question, but guys
like a fullback, right? Like that, stuff like that. Like yeah. But that's a pretty good one too. A special teams guy.
Yeah, like a blocking tight end that doesn't have any catches, but he comes up big, but doesn't get noticed.
Like Mitchell Robinson's what Ranger fans wanted Matt Rempe to be.
Drew,
a guy that he's a fourth liner, but when he's out there, he can disrupt the game, change the impact, and all that stuff. Right? You're never going to put him on a power play, but like it's like that. I think that's something sort of like that. All right, we got lots of calls. 800-919-3776. Continuing on the Knicks, the end of the NBA trade deadline, and Giannis is still in Milwaukee. Is that a good sign for the Knicks? Are you happy that the Knicks stayed with what they have going forward? Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be, and that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament, and then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you. No, you don't. You want all the shine. No, I don't. Call whatever you want. Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. More details coming soon with DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. Belt westbound at a standstill in Brooklyn. A crash over by Rockaway Parkway involves a couple of cars and a van. Only the right lane is squeezing by. Been out there for a while. Traffic is jammed there from JFK and Queens. Heading across the Upper East River into Queens. Stick with the Whitestone Bridge if you can. Police department activity on the Bronx side of the Throgs Neck Bridge. Heading over to the outbound George, looking really good on the southbound Deegan and Westside Highway. Cross Bronx westbound, bumper to bumper from the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George, no big delays for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln Orange about 5 to 10. Outbound Holland 10 to 15. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player in the big game to score the first touchdown, but his teammate scores instead. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the big game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line with BetMGM's Second Chance. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
Jake knows where to go when I'm in a good mood. It's too easy. Not to name drop.
But Chuck D texted you last week.
The man did text me last night.
Oh, I'm sure he did. He was hyped about that.
Absolutely.
Fraud?
I mean, what? Oh, that's right. Don doesn't like Chuck.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
No,
how many times have I said, Peter, that you could be a good guy, a good friend, a good father, and a fraud? He says he roots for the Celtics.
Wait, did he say? When did he say he rooted for the Celtics?
I mean, root's strong.
Didn't he call last year and absolutely eviscerate the Celtics and say that they played cowardice basketball?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
But at other times he's rooted for them?
But we had him on one time when Alan was filling in for Michael, and we had him on.
Yes.
And he said something like, he's still...
There was the Knicks were
Something
bad.
about the
He liked the way the Celtics played, and at that moment...
He takes them as they come, which is really, I think... It's the slogan for the fraud. Right?
It's not a slogan I would ever want to have associated with me.
Slogan for the fraud?
No. The slogan that Don said.
So you take them as they come?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's a tough
we can
You're
probably
a filth bag.
No. You're the one that did that.
That's a phrase. That is a phrase.
I'm suggesting
that is not at all remotely.
I think we can effort
dirty.
a much better motto than that one. Take me as I am.
No,
right?
That doesn't work at all.
You don't like that either?
No, because it's not with his situation. It's what's going on around him.
Okay.
It's the perfect phrase.
But
because you're a filth bag, you got to go right there.
I'm not a filth bag. It's just you hear something, and if it triggers that in my head, who's to say other people? And now we're distracting.
You think you're the only filth bag?
No, I don't think I am. But wait a minute. And now I'm admitting I am a filth bag.
You stumbled right into
You just twisted me into that, LaGreca. That's not right.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. More calls, 800-919-3776. How about we go to Gil in Brooklyn? Hey, Gil.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. Alan, I'm about to bite my words on this Karl Anthony Towns thing. I'm kind of glad they didn't do the move because I want to see what they can do. I didn't want to relive the Dante, trade thing again. Let's see what they can do. I'm going to rock out with you in Karl Anthony Towns for this moment right here. But my biggest reason of calling is that Mitch, I mean, they cannot afford to let this guy get away when the season is over. I don't know exactly what's wrong with his ankle or why he's limited, but if you watch the way he played that, what's the name, on the wing, when he stripped him on the wing,
yes, Murray.
and saw how he vertically was moving. If he has an ankle problem, I don't know what the ankle problem is.
I'll explain it, Gil, and I love your passion.
Yeah,
it's not an ankle problem. It's a problem they're trying to avoid. He's had 2 surgeries on the same foot, and that usually means that there's something there now that's compromised. Wear and tear during a regular season is something they try to avoid. That's why he's part of the curse word, of course, of load management. You have to with him on back-to-backs because you just can't afford to have him take a misstep and it doesn't feel right, and now you got to shut him down until it feels right again, right? Like, that's what that's about. Getting to the playoffs, there won't be that. But you want to get him through a season so you just want to manage how much stress he puts on a foot that has been surgically repaired twice. So that's what that's about. He even used to fight it. Now he said, I can't fight it. I got to go with it because it's working, because he's in a good rhythm right now. Griffin in Connecticut. Hey, Griff.
Hey, guys. First off, that Peter, that reminded for a minute I thought that was Peter. That reminded me of the one when Don was in Washington with Gil from Bessenhurst when he's joking with Don.
Whenever I hear Gil, that's what I think of. I thought the same thing.
I know. I was like, oh, God, Peter playing around now again.
No, not that Gil, you know?
Alan, I got some NBA questions here.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks, the reason I think you're right they didn't trade Giannis is because they're going to have a lot more teams that can be available for Giannis in the offseason, in the summer, than they are now, because a lot more teams are going to have a lot more draft capital that they have that they don't have now.
Yes.
So that's why I think that's good for them, because they can wait and wait until they get a big offer for him so they can build towards the future. I also don't understand what the Bulls are doing, having a complete team full of guards.
Well,
I don't understand if they have any.
Yeah,
they have any clue what they're doing.
Well, I think they're preparing for the summer, and I think they're going to make a run for Giannis. And they did get a center. They traded for Nick Richards right before the deadline, so they did get somebody that can, that's at least over 6'8", because the majority of their team after they made those trades, especially moving on from Vucevic, they were very small, but they did get a center back before the deadline, so they have that. But yeah, you can see that them and a lot of teams are setting themselves up for the summer and for next season, not for right now.
And my last point, I was surprised the Rockets didn't do anything. The West is very, to me, wide open. You don't know Denver right now with their injuries and stuff. OKC is dealing with a lot of injuries. I thought thought the Rockets would go out and get some shooting around Kevin Durant and stuff. I'm surprised they didn't go out and make a trade at all. They kept the team just the way it is.
Yeah, well, there's really not much. They did their big move. Getting Durant. Like, that's a big move. They have a good team. They've got to get healthy. They're a little banged up, but honestly, like I think that they're a really good team. They're a tough team. You don't want to see them in the playoffs. They got their score in KD, and that's another guy. Thank you, Griff. But I didn't see something that was glaring like, oh, they desperately need to get this. That wasn't something that really jumped off the page for me. Merv in Queens. Hey, Merv.
What's up, fellas? Thanks for taking my call, man. Couple of good things that you guys are talking about. Allen and Don. I feel like Mitchell Mutombo, I feel like he's thickened up, and I've seen, but like a defensive player, like he kind of goes in a zone. Once he gets like a couple of these blocks and offensive rebounds, especially on a home court, I feel like he's like possessed, and they're using him perfectly. And Allen Don also, I think Alvarado is going to be a little tough guy for us. And another key thing that I wanted to stress is I love the fact of yesterday's win and the win streak coinciding with the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. I really feel like last night could have been a special moment that's going to push this team through, hopefully beat Detroit. And, I think there was nervousness, especially with Towns and this and that, but I think it shows a huge vote of confidence from ownership, from Leon Rose to say, you know what, we put this group together. Let's let them rock. Let's see, this could be the year in the East. And I think the players will appreciate that and gel even further. And I just hope they have health, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, health is going to be the main thing, Merv. But it's definitely the vote of confidence in that locker room that you added a piece that can help you in Jose Alvarado, who, by the way, New Yorkers going to love him. Those who don't know him or know the name, when you watch him play, you're going to fall in love with him right away. And he's probably going to fall in love with playing here right away. Because he's been in an outpost. He's been at the Pelicans. I mean, they don't draw flies over there. I mean, that building, they just can't get anybody in. They have Zion, and they cannot really get a vibe going there. So for him, you talk about an escape and coming home, it's going to be a nice pickup.
Wonder what that caller's problem was with Peter. He went out of his way twice to single myself and you out and leave Peter out.
It happened once yesterday. I've gotten to the point now where when this happens, I have to debate, do I feel like getting into it? Or do I feel like throwing it out there and then seeing
like the acknowledge me thing?
Yeah, well, why didn't you acknowledge me, right? Because it can't be unintentional.
Right, because if he had just said Allen and left me and you out, it's because he was specifically talking about the Knicks, and Allen's the Knick guy. And then he left you out the first time. It's like, all right, maybe he just didn't get to you. But then it did it again. Yeah, so he was definitely making a point that I'm not going to include you in this conversation.
If he called back and wanted to talk wrestling and said to Don, can you ask Dave? I think it's intentional.
I had a question about the Rumble. Don, can you check in with your brother? No. Anytime I think someone is left out specifically during the greetings, particularly twice, it's a statement. We have to decide whether
I don't
depends on the kind
you.
of day. It depends on the kind of day and whether I feel like turning up on someone.
I'm not against it. It just make it known.
Wait. Let's
see. Peter, I don't like you.
Merv, did you intentionally leave Peter out?
I kind of didn't, but I have a bone to pick with him.
There we go.
I like Peter, but I'm petty. A few years ago, I'm from Forest Hills, Queens. I'm the mayor of Forest Hills, and he called my neighborhood a bunch of soft Jewish kids. I'm not Jewish, but either way, I love the neighborhood, and he kind of picked on me. But we'll clear the air. We're good.
Wow.
How? You didn't say it on this show.
Yeah, what was the context?
It was some hip-hop thing on Hot 97, and he was talking about Forest Hills and whatever. But I love all three of you. I'll never forget to leave them out
thank you, Merv. I appreciate you. My guess would be, and this is part of what radio is, right? Like, people hear you, and the way that they process what you're saying, if it has a personal effect on them, may be different than what your intention was.
Yeah.
My guess is I was making a joke about something, and the punchline was, I bet you're as tough as so-and-so from Forest Hills. And I used it being a good reference point for me because my brother and sister-in-law lived there for a long time, and I spent a lot of time there.
So you know what it's about.
So that was, and instead it's taken as, there's no way I would have, I like Forest Hills.
You know what the good thing is, though?
Huh?
Is that you left that that station. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
It's dead.
It's a good thing. You left it, put it right in your past, right behind.
Anything that was said over those 18 and a half years
doesn't count anymore.
Completely. Now, if you heard it this morning on a brand new episode of Ibra, Laura, and Rosenberg at 8 a.m. on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then it counts.
Then it counts.
But if it was before, I don't even remember anything.
Don't even remember. No.
Up until December 12th.
Not on the record anymore.
No.
Your calls, though, are 800-919-3776. Reacting to the Knicks. Chris Drury spoke, speaking of guarding teams.
Oh, great. I know people psyched about that.
Any explanations that we need to get into? Certainly we'll keep an eye on that. And, of course, I don't know if you've heard, there's a Super Bowl coming on Sunday.
Oh, the big game.
Yeah, the big game.
The big game.
That's coming up as well. So lots to talk about with you. 800-919-3776. Also at That Guy Thursday. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It's a battle of the Big East best at MSG as 22nd-ranked St. John's looks to hand 3rd-ranked UConn its first conference loss of the year. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7:40 on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
It's last call for football, and FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD, and last TD. Sam Darnold has thrown a TD in both playoff games so far this postseason. Will Drake May run one into the end zone? All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. But with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
DraftKings Sportsbook is making every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions. Open the app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FNH. That's code FNH. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code FNH. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single-use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
From 30 for 30 Podcasts.
Did you say someone got shot?
Brian Pata, senior defensive lineman from Miami, gunned down.
The key to this case, it's Brian.
An hour before he died, he was on the phone arguing with somebody.
This might be a hit.
You want the truth. They just want a conviction.
Being placed under arrest.
we had a killer amongst us. Murder at the U, coming soon.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Hit it!
Hey, Don, you were at the Rock. You have a game tonight.
Yes.
Los Diablos. So are you sitting down?
Yes.
All right. So Giannis went to Instagram.
The gram, yeah.
I did see this.
Oh, damn.
I didn't see it.
I was hoping you wouldn't have seen it.
Well, Peter will appreciate it.
And he posted one of, the Wolf of Wall Street video, of course, where I'm not going nowhere. That whole scene, right?
Right.
And then another one of
I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
No, he posted. That's not in our chat, is it? Oh, there it is.
And it was in the chat. Somebody put it in the chat. Damn. And his caption: "Legends don't chase, they attract."
Oh, he is the one. What I tell you, this guy's unbearable.
You know what?
Good day for it.
Save it for 4:30.
Oh no, he is truly that guy.
Is he being that guy?
He's definitely that. And you know what makes him that guy is he's trying so hard not to be that guy.
No, he's nothing
he's
but
such
that.
a fraud with it, though.
How does that make you feel?
Like
does that make you want him even more or less?
Less.
Less. You know, I guess we could talk about it now because it's not. If it does happen, it won't happen until the off season, and Knicks fans hoping maybe it doesn't happen because they go out there and win a championship without him. But there are things that could rub you the wrong way. That the whole there's no failure in sports.
Oh, I know.
That whole that
I
whole,
love these sayings. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like things that are just like if he's a Knick and they get bounced in the first round, and the first thing he says, "There's no failure in sports," and the life is more important than these reindeer games. Like people are not going to be happy with that. Not in New York.
He's I'm telling you, it's gotten worse and worse. I know how good this guy is, but man, he's getting unbearable.
Just to be clear, legends don't chase, they attract.
So
is he not admitting that I'm never going to say I want out? Because teams are going to come, they want to come get me, right? I don't want to look like he doesn't want to say the words that we all know he should say, which is, I really want to play in New York.
Yeah, but
because we all know that's what he wants, but he won't say it. He could have said it in August, he didn't. He could have said it here, he didn't. And the Knicks like, all right, well, we're not paying a premium for you.
Well, that's why he's being that guy, is because he doesn't want to be that guy, but he doesn't realize he's now that guy, right? Like this is kind of a way out there analogy, but I use it all the time. Like Pearl Jam didn't have a style, right? Flannel shirts and ripped jeans, and then that became the style.
Good point.
And so and that's kind of the way it is here. Like I never said that I wanted to be a Knick, but here's where he's kind of being disingenuous. Because he also did say, and correct me if I'm wrong, well, now I'm going to go and try to do everything I can to have the Bucks make the playoffs.
Yeah, he did say he wants to come back and play.
Right, he wants to come back and play, and now he wants to see if he can get the Bucks to the playoffs. Then he sends this out, like, hey, legends don't chase championships. They attract, meaning, so are you going to stay in Milwaukee? Try to get them in the playoffs? Try to get players to come play here in Milwaukee?
So you're reading it a different way.
Well, how else would you read it, though?
Well, I was reading it like I'm not ever saying I want to go there. They have to come and get me. You're saying I'm not chasing a ring. I want players to want to come play with me. And the only thing I would say is the Bucks have been trying to get guys to come play with you. They can't get anybody.
But
they got Lillard. It didn't work.
We know he's going.
And Lillard, by the way, didn't want to go to Milwaukee.
But doesn't it feel like he's just trying to send out a message like, hey, I'm here now, And why not try to see if he can win those fans back as he's going to go out there and try to play? Oh, look, because you don't think there's a Buck fan that sees that on Instagram and
they're
goes,
all
hey,
fired
maybe he's
up.
going to stay.
Told you he didn't want to leave. Yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. And what else can you go? Look, it's almost like you wanted to ask somebody out, but you didn't want to do it because, like, you didn't want to do it in front of everybody. And then when she says that she doesn't want to go out with you, I didn't even want to ask her. Like
Not
that,
my type, bro.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really into that.
I was just doing you the favor.
Yeah, like that. It's such a bizarre thing for him to do, but it's almost like what play does he have other than to rally the fans in Milwaukee around him once again?
I think because Milwaukee has that far out of the play.
They have told him they're trying to build a better team around him. Yeah. The problem is they've sucked at it. They have been trying to build. Trading for Kyle Kuzma continues to be the most face palm move I've ever seen.
Right. So if he ends up getting traded to the Knicks in the offseason, you don't think the message is going to be, well, hey, I tried to make it work in Milwaukee. I never demanded a trade. They didn't trade me last year. Mm-hmm. I stay with the team, try to make the playoffs. I sent out on Instagram, I want to attract people. They couldn't attract anybody.
LeBron couldn't get people to come to Cleveland. You think Giannis is getting people to come to Milwaukee?
It's one of the best takes you've ever had in the history of the show.
That's the real thing.
Yeah, but
it was one of his reasons why he left there. And then when he went back to Cleveland, he almost did this like they had to trade for people. And they made these moves, and anybody that was there couldn't wait to get the hell out of there. Once he was gone, they were gone.
But Milwaukee's better than Cleveland as far as like.
Is it?
I've never been.
All right, well then,
I've been.
Then I can tell you, it's a fine city.
It's a legit question.
It's a fine city.
Yeah, I think they're in the exact
Nobody's
same.
singing songs about Milwaukee.
Well, that may be because it's not even on the radar.
I'm just saying, but the Cleveland, come on down to Cleveland town.
Well, that's a great video, but that just happened to be people who are from.
Did you see the video, the picture of the Gentlemen's Club that had a sign up for James Harden already?
Yeah.
Welcome to Cleveland.
Well,
All right, this is my first day using Gemini.
Yeah. What is Gemini?
What is this?
I've moved on from ChatGPT.
Oh.
I'm trying Gemini, the Google version.
The Disney AI is not good enough for you?
I haven't used that one yet.
We have a Disney one.
We have our own app?
We do.
All right, well, here's Gemini. I wrote, what's the better city, Cleveland or Milwaukee?
The answer?
Okay.
Choosing between Cleveland and Milwaukee is a classic Rust Belt debate.
Oh.
Is it?
Say no more.
Is it? All right, it gives me all the reasons. But then the verdict. Choose Cleveland if you want world-class museums, a powerhouse healthcare economy, and a big city cultural scene. Choose Milwaukee if you want a better festival life, more accessible waterfront, and slightly more laid-back neighborhoody feel.
I don't think any of those
feels like a draw.
Any NBA player is looking for any of those things.
Especially in winter.
Maybe the waterfront property, maybe.
Waterfront in January?
Which has
We can skate on it.
I guess we could.
better strippers?
That answer coming up next, and also what Chris Drury said to let Ranger fans know what the plan actually is. Stay with us. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
401 in the big city with Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number. So what was the verdict, Peter?
It's it doesn't want to give, AI doesn't want to give a hard answer here on what's one better.
That's very funny with the question you asked.
So it said, I asked AI which city has better strippers, Cleveland or Milwaukee.
And?
If you're looking for high-end Vegas light experience with the most traditionally attractive variety, Cleveland's the winner.
Traditionally attractive. As opposed to what?
If you prefer a low-key, friendly atmosphere where the cover charge won't break the bank, Milwaukee. All right, in other words, Cleveland.
Yeah.
So the answer is Cleveland.
James Harden wins again.
So AI has answered the question. Milwaukee
politely
is Cleveland. It's not even Cleveland and Jace. It's
now
it's the same place.
I think this is a fun thing to mention real quick. Alan was just telling me during the break about his quest to get some tickets to see Harry Styles for his daughter.
Both of them.
But they're both into it.
My oldest daughters, yeah. They both really want to go desperately.
And, Don, I thought you would appreciate this.
Okay.
So, we've been talking a lot about music this week.
A lot.
With Bad Bunny doing halftime. There are people who don't get it and blah, blah, blah. You want to talk about not getting something. Not to say that I don't get why people enjoy Harry Styles or that he doesn't have songs that I have heard and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Don, can you believe, though, that Harry Styles is playing 30 dates at MSG over a few months?
Well, it's a big deal. He's got a banner up there.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Was it 15, right? Is it 15 consecutive sellouts?
30 over 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of traveling around, he's just going to. He loves New York, so
he's
just
got a
gonna
residency there, like Fish, like Billy Joel did.
It's
I
smart.
guess it's a thing.
You want to see me?
No one
come to New York and see me.
I guess that's more. So is he not touring?
I don't believe so. I think this is it. He's just doing a residency. He has an album out. Song just got released, Aperture, and he's.
Okay, so you're saying that there aren't other tour dates that you know of yet?
I don't believe so.
The plan is you want to see. It's not just getting New Yorkers. It's people are going to plan trips just to come see Harry Styles.
I think the idea for him was rather than do the tour life, which nobody likes, he just I'll do a residency because it worked out the last time. Anytime I'm at the Garden, it does. Really well.
What did Giannis just say?
Yeah.
Right?
Legends
don't chase. They attract.
I like that.
He's saying, I don't want to tour, but New York's a fun place to go. So if my fans want to come to New York, hang out,
but again,
check out the sites and see a show.
But we're analyzing the wrong thing.
All right.
It's like saying there's a building that's, a million feet tall. I'm not saying how. I'm not asking the building any questions. I'm going, how did they make it a million feet tall? As much as I think Harry Styles seems talented and good, I didn't see the moment. Like, it happened so quick when he became the guy who would do 30 shows at MSG.
Yeah. He like, out of the boy band thing, he's like the Timberlake who went on his own and did really well. But Harry just has...
There's something else.
There's a little something else, je ne sais quoi.
I mean, I'll say.
And according to Anthony Pusick, who's done some crack research, these are the only U.S. appearances for him. He's doing it here. He's going to be in Australia. He's going to go around the world as well. But I believe
you want him in the U.S.
Rather than fly around the U.S. and do, we're going to go a couple of stops here in San Jose, and then we're going to go out to Des Moines. He's not doing that.
It's such a
You
great
want to see me? Come see me.
Because they'll probably get to be a point, right, where Taylor Swift becomes so huge.
I don't think she can get more huge than she is.
All right.
I think we're on the other side of it.
How about this?
Think so?
Yeah, I don't think it's big.
Now she's getting a little older. Maybe, after the marriage, she has a few children. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to tour around the world. I'm going to find a great location and get all of my super fans to come see me.
Nashville.
Like, what percentage?
Yeah, they don't, because fans don't spend enough money. I need them to get airfare and hotel.
All right, two questions.
Fair
what
point.
percentage of the Garden, of the fans that go to see Harry Styles at the Garden, what percentage
have
of those
good taste in music?
Are
Very
not
low.
from New York? Tourists going to the show.
You see that building
15,
has a lot of tourists in it.
Right.
That's always been known.
The first 15 he did, I bet, it was a pretty hefty New York percentage, maybe half of the 15. But now with it being 30, even if you live here and you're a huge fan and you go 3 times, he's doing 30.
See, that was the other question.
Good for the hotels.
How many sick, affluent fans will go to all 30?
No. You'd have to be an absolute maniac.
I don't know. There are people that I've seen that when Billy Joel plays, they go every single time.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, but Billy Joel in his prime of this residency was doing monthly.
Right. So and they would go every month.
I mean, you don't get me wrong. You're still a tool, but it's once a month.
It's once a month, but I'm just saying, if you're 16 years old, all right, and you're a huge Harry Styles
and you're rich as God,
and your parents are, your father owns a company,
doesn't care about you learning the value of hard work.
Daddy, I'd like to go to every show. I'm not saying it's a big percentage, but it might be like 10%.
No, the whole idea in residency too is that each show will have something unique about it with the special guests and all that stuff.
Listen, I don't know.
It becomes different. And a lot of times, that's what it becomes.
I liked the cut of his jib.
Yeah.
I just it happened quick.
It did.
Like,
well, he was gone.
Taylor was it felt like a slower build.
But remember, Harry had a bunch of songs. Harry's House obviously was the big one, but he had a couple of albums, then did a movie, went away, and he was quiet. He was gone for a while.
And then came back.
This now is like sort of out of the blue. Like he hadn't done anything.
Although
in a while.
Ballard has probably seen 100 Fish shows, and I think he's a complete.
I was just going to bring that up. Listen. You know how much I'm into music. I could not name a Fish song. I'm not being disrespectful.
No one can. If you're not a Fish Fish fan, you can't name a Fish song.
Fish will play the Baker's Dozen, 13 straight shows at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
and not repeat a song.
Yeah.
Which is unreal.
Like, I can't even wrap my mind around that. Imagine any band you can think of that will play 13 straight nights at some point and not repeat a song.
Give me one band that has that catalog that could do something like. Is there any band you can think of, Don?
Well, but does
that
Fish
would have a catalog so big?
Oh no, they have the songs. They just wouldn't do it because fans.
No, I'm not saying that.
Have the songs.
Not that they wouldn't do it. I'm talking about that you could. You could do 13 straight shows, and we all know there's one big hit, and you save one big hit for each show, but in between, B-sides.
Everything.
Who has that? Because that's a lot.
It requires a lot. I mean, but a lot of are you asking the question, how many artists have that many bodies of work?
Who could do that?
I mean, listen, Jay-Z has 13, 14 albums.
Well, there you go.
Right? But it's not a huge list of people.
It takes a lot of can do it. Like, there's bands that could do it.
Yeah, he could do it.
But
Billy Joel could do it.
Billy Joel has close to that.
But why would you want to do it?
No, you don't.
I would think a lot of artists would be like, listen, I don't really, that song was okay at the time. I'm not going to play it in front of 20,000 people. But the Fish fans will tell you how cool that is. That's not cool. I'm like, all right, I love Simon and Garfunkel, right?
Yep.
If they reunited and played Madison Square Garden 30 straight and I wanted to play every song, not repeat, I'd be red hot the night that I go.
Yeah.
And Bridge Over Troubled Water wasn't played, I'd be red hot.
Well, you got to check.
But it's a different kind of
check
thing.
The set list. You got to know.
And they have made their fans. They cultivated the way they want their fans.
So we
to take them in.
We generally do a lot of like Live Nation stuff here. Right?
Sure, we do.
We have a great partner in Live Nation.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm trying to be, creative here. And I'm like, we talk a lot of music on our show. We could be great partners in this and help promote and and it's like just the suggestion that I made of what if we did, and they're like, no, we're good. Like, we're good. This thing's sold out already. Like, we don't need to advertise.
They didn't already sell it out, though, did they?
Yeah.
No.
All right, hang on. We have this is going to tell you how big this is. We have calls.
And I'm gonna drop something real quick on Don too before we get to the calls.
Quickly.
The man who never retires. I thought I went to the last show. Paul Simons announced a summer tour, Don. And he's playing Forest Hill Stadium on July 8th.
Oh, you can't go there.
You can't go there.
You're not welcome there.
You're not welcome.
You need the mayor.
The mayor's going to make sure your check doesn't clear.
Wait, we got to get the mayor to call back.
Can I go? I want to go.
Okay. Jimmy is in Montclair. Jimmy?
What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Good, buddy.
Hey, it's much cheaper, actually, for you to go to London and watch Harry Styles over there.
We've discussed this.
2 tickets, it's $200 each, in the 100 level. for Harry Styles. And
in
Metallica
London?
actually,
Wow.
yeah. And Metallica actually is another band that actually do two concerts without playing the same songs. They did that 2 years ago.
They
They would
did.
have different sets for each night. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's two. Like
Yeah, 13.
But 13 straight shows and not repeat a song?
Crazy.
Again, good for
Yeah, that's
them. They've got
crazy.
the catalog and the fans love it, but you're telling me there isn't a fan that has their favorite song is a Fish song. And then they just happen to go the wrong night and don't hear it? There's got to be certain thing, Peter. You go to Billy Joel and there's going to be a song you're going to want to hear and you don't hear it?
Yeah.
Like what would be I'm just trying to think of because there's so many Billy
Vienna.
Joel songs, but I can understand Vienna not getting played.
Yeah?
Sure.
But
Yeah, there's a world.
I guess there's a world that doesn't get played.
Give me a
But-
song that you think has to be played.
Well, Piano Man has to get played.
Well, I
If
mean,
Piano Man doesn't
I'm
get
good.
played,
But that's crazy. That's crazy to say Piano Man wouldn't be played.
No, but I'd be fine.
But does Fish have a song at the level of a Piano Man?
No, of course they don't. They don't.
But maybe
that
to their
everybody
fans
knows
they
it?
do.
I don't
to their
know.
Fans,
It's
they
their
do. Like,
anthem? They have an anthem?
I don't know if they do, Don.
You know who would know this?
Ballard.
Ballard would know it.
Bob Wischusen.
Bob Wischusen would know it.
Bob Wischusen would definitely.
He might be texting
And,
soon.
and listen, Bob would at least entertain us.
You know, that's
Ballard.
Let
would
Ballard.
put-
Listen. Ballard had a bad day that day. It was a
Hey,
really
listen,
rough time.
I'm a fan of Ballard, but I'm also a fan of good radio.
No, it was a bad. Listen, it was a bad day. He still hasn't lived it down.
James and Teaneck. James?
I can't believe that I listened to you guys since day one, and I'm calling about Harry Styles.
How about that?
You know what I mean? Oh no!
That's why.
Listen,
I mean-
here we are.
If anyone hears
Look
me
at us.
right now, I'm going to be embarrassed. They're going to
No.
embarrass me.
Own it.
I tried to get Harry Styles tickets to every pre-sale for the last 3 weeks.
Can't do
And
it.
every time I went in a half hour early, joined the queue, and there were about 10,000 people for seats in the Garden that only sits, 17,000, 18,000
Isn't it
for a
amazing?
concert.
Isn't it amazing?
Didn't get one single ticket.
Wow.
Is this for your wife or your daughter?
For you.
For my
could say it's
daughter.
for
My wife did not want to go, but my daughter and her friends, and I could not get one single ticket. And they were resale on SeatGeek, StubHub for $500-$600 each
Yeah.
within a half hour. I could not believe it.
James.
And I went through it the first time he was here and actually got one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not-
It was a lot easier the first time around. Like Emma, so my oldest daughter Emma, she was refreshing the page and constantly trying. And they like 8 a.m. when they would start. She's up, set up, ready to go. Got through one time, and was almost in that moment where it's like, damned if you do and damned if you don't. Insane price. I won't
Yeah,
say what
you
it
just
is.
gotta buy 'em.
And she's like, I just bought them. She's like, I'll resell them. But I had to. I just bought.
Yeah.
And she told me the price. I go, Emma, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Wow.
She's like, because I had to get them. What if I couldn't get them?
We're living in insane times. Even if
This
there's
is what they
30,
make you do.
even if there's 30
Good luck,
shows, the prices can't be affordable. Even with 30,
Well, I showed you.
they'll
right,
come
what
down. By the way, towards the end, don't they? I would have to imagine.
Everybody says that, but for some reason, there's this thought that.
But
oh,
how
no,
when you get to the thing is this?
Because they make you all crazy. See, and it's the girls are passionate,
right?
They're excited, and they don't want to miss out.
But you have to.
If you do this early, they all and then they start to sell.
But here's the challenge.
And how
You
many
live
of-
here.
Mhm.
You live here.
Yep.
And is it summertime? It's not all summer.
It's August.
But your eldest is here.
Yes, she lives here.
You can if you're willing to be patient and say, hey, be cool, and be willing to we don't even know if we're going till night of, and we drive into the city and we go get dinner and we wait.
Yeah.
You could probably walk in for a sixth of what you're paying right now.
Well, of course.
It's just people aren't willing to wait and play the game.
Well, you also
and if you're willing to miss a couple of songs.
And miss a couple songs. And you miss a song or
But
two.
I've got to. But if you're out of town and I want to go see it, I got to fly in, get a hotel, and all that stuff.
Correct. Can't do anything about that.
Jose in Washington Heights, you're up next, Jose.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
What's up, buddy?
Everything good, man. I want to preface this by saying this first. I'm a Bad Bunny fan, as you guys, you might not know, but Bad Bunny had a residency in Puerto Rico.
I was there.
And they made my point already. So I tried to buy tickets to fly out there. I couldn't find tickets, whatever. Peter's complaining about Harry Styles, about how fans are going out, having to pay more for tickets and pay for flights, how that's not fair. But Peter went to Puerto Rico, so aren't you a fraud?
I am a fraud. Well, hold on. Let me just say one thing. Let me just defend myself. I am a fraud, but at least I didn't affect the ticket market because it was a free ticket. So I didn't actually spend the money. Ebro's very close with Team Bunny, and he got us a ticket. I mean, it was a great call by the caller. No, it was a great. Listen, I didn't bring it up. It was a great call by the caller.
You know, all these rich kids whose families don't want them to learn how to earn a buck to really work your way up and buy tickets.
Hey, listen, I'm 46 years old. I'm 46. And my wife wanted to go.
Meanwhile, he's on a G6, right? He's got himself in the limo right to the arena.
It was a good situation.
Your feet barely touched the ground. Puerto Rico.
We had VIP, no pun intended. We were in there.
Wow.
But when I was a kid, I went to the Billy Joel Stormfront tour.
Oh, wow.
And that was about it for me. Sat in probably section 240.
Million, yeah.
Yeah, 2 million. My parents took me to one wrestling show as a kid. I just my parents didn't do it. And in retrospect, the price of stuff, even factoring in inflation, it cost nothing back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the inflation's not an apples to apples. Well, you could go probably to a really big deal concert in 1990 for $25. Inflation is not 10 times since 1990, but the tickets are $250.
Oh, they are for sure.
It's ridiculous.
What I want to say what's the most you ever spent for a ticket, but what's the most?
Mine was Beyonce this year. I told you guys. I did it.
But what was the one that hurt the most?
Well, it's the same. Is it not the same thing?
No, because I spent $100.
Oh, depending on the time in your life in which you did it.
Simon and Garfunkel. They had a benefit concert. I think I told you this, Peter, on Broadway in summer 1990. I was interning at K-Rock. So I was able to get tickets, and it was $100 a ticket.
And for you, $100.
I was in college. I was making no money, but Simon and Garfunkel were reuniting in a Broadway theater. I forget which one it was. Nichols and May opened up. Mike Nichols and Elaine May. You know Mike Nichols, the director. Elaine May, she directed Ishtar, not a great movie, but they were a comedy team back in the 60s, and they opened. So that's a cool thing. And listen, I had no problem spending the money, and it was the best $100 I ever spent. But that hurt back then. Mm-hmm. But I had to see that show. Was there ever a moment where you're like, I don't have this money, but I cannot miss this show or miss this game?
Basically, what Emma just did, getting those tickets.
Right? Oh my God, no. To be honest, I think when I was in the part of my life when I had no money, it just didn't happen.
I just had no money.
It just didn't happen. Now I have a couple dollars, and I said my wife really wants to go, and she had a baby, and it's been a hard year, and we're just going to spend the money. Yeah. But it didn't hurt. I mean, it hurts in the way I think spending money on anything hurts.
Right.
But I was just like, oh God, really?
But you see, at your situation, you do that, and you go, I'll make more. When you're where Don was,
no,
he's like,
it's a gamble.
I hope I can make more.
Listen, I was interning at K-Rock.
There you go.
Interns don't make any money.
Nothing. Dust.
I was at Ramapo College. I was working at Lincoln Pharmacy. That was my job.
What $350 an hour? What do we have? What did we get?
Oh my God,
$375. What was that? You remember?
It was probably whatever the minimum wage was in 1990. I was probably making.
You might have been over there.
$1 over it.
Yeah, you might have been up about $375 by then.
Maybe I was making
$350 now. I'll never forget. It was the first job I got was $350 an hour.
Isn't it funny that we didn't think of us growing up in old times, but when you think about that,
$380 an hour, Donnie.
It is old times.
Well, when I started working at Lincoln Pharmacy in 1985, the price of a pack of cigarettes was $1.85.
There you go. That's why.
I'll never forget it. Well, how much does a pack of cigarettes go for now? Like 20?
16, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
When my first radio job, when I was on air doing overnights at WPGC in D.C., I was either 8 or 10 an hour.
If you think about it, what he just said, though, about the price of cigarettes.
Yeah. Do that math, too. Makes no sense.
But then compare it to the price of gas.
Not even close. Exactly.
I remember, Don, you remember in the 80s to fill up, it was 99 cents, right, for a gallon, for regular. Well, right, 99 cents. And that still felt like, man, I need $5 just to get to and fro tonight.
Right.
$5 will do it. But compared to cigarettes.
There was
the
inflation on gas has not really been the same.
I got my driver's license in 1985, same time. Because that was part of I had to deliver at the pharmacy, so that's when I got my driver's license.
Yeah,
like on a bad day, I'd put $5 in.
Oh, that's
if things were going well, I might put 10.
Oh, come on.
Look, the only way I ever got a full tank is if like my dad or mom is like, here, go fill up your tank or whatever. But
I never saw the needle on F.
Oh,
never.
Only on
the first car I owned.
The good old days.
Right.
But imagine going today and saying put $5. They may not even
$5. The guy would just send you out. What do you mean? Don't waste my time. Like the Kramer episode where he had the car salesman drive it, even though it was on E. You still got plenty of time. Like that was me.
I don't know if it's urban legend, whatever, but there were times that I was in a car that the gas was something. I heard that if you turn off like the heat or the air conditioner,
and
shut the radio off, you might be able to save gas. I don't know if it was real or not, but I did it.
It is a true story. We have a story to tell about Chris Drury and what he's saying about the Retool.
And that guy, we've got that too.
Yeah, sure. And speaking of tools, we have That Guy Thursday. That's coming up next. Of course, we have your calls at 800-919-3776. So stay with us. Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It's a battle of the Big East best at MSG as 22nd-ranked St. John's looks to hand 3rd-ranked UConn its first conference loss of the year. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7:40 on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Guys, quick PSA, forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Trust me, this is why I go to the Bouqs company every time. Bouqs delivers modern bouquets fresh to her door. Plus, with my code CANTY, you get 25% off. Bouqs flowers are cut fresh from the best farms in the world, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers, even roses grown on the side of a volcano. And the best part? Bouqs makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Bouqs has over 50,000 5-star reviews. And listen, even if she says, don't get me anything, that doesn't mean no flowers. Flowers still score every time. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game, so don't fumble this. Order now. Go to Bouqs.com, use my promo code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code CANTY. Bouqs, promo code CANTY.
So, should we split the bill?
But math is the worst.
Not all math, because with New York Lottery's extra multiplier scratch-off games, you can multiply your winnings up to 200 times.
Wait, multiply my winnings?
Yeah, you take your winnings, then multiply those winnings up to 200 times.
So all of my winnings times 200?
Yeah, that.
Oh. I've always said math's the best.
Play for chances to multiply your winnings 30, 50, up to 200 times. Prizes up to $5 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-783-8822. That's 800-783-8822. Again, that's 800-783-8822.
Now it's time for Alex Lee in traffic.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. They picked up that police department activity on the Bronx side of the Throgs Neck Bridge. Still hitting the brakes there, trying to make your way into Queens. Crash cleaned up on the Belt westbound in Brooklyn by Rockaway Parkway. Still solid there from JFK. Then you've got some pockets of slowdowns on the westbound side, heading over to the Verrazano from Flatbush Avenue. Best of it's to the outbound George, southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound, slam from White Plains Road on through. And then once you're in Jersey, you might want to stay away from Route 4 westbound. Looks like a crash by Queen Anne Road in Teaneck. Delays go back into Englewood. Inbound George about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln Orania 10 to 15. Outbound Holland 20 to 30. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was Banter night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey, guys. Anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
Well, we've had a couple of that guys already today.
Yes.
I don't know if we want to go back to somebody we brought up, Don.
Well, I mean, he deserves to at least be said in the segment.
Right. We have some audio of somebody being that guy. We have that too. It's Super Bowl related.
Okay.
So since we already discussed how Giannis was being that guy.
Right. And the mayor of Forest Hills.
And yes, mayor of Forest Hills was definitely being that guy.
I get it. He's defending his city.
I don't know what I actually said, but yeah, he was. But no, we got to at least hit Giannis, right?
Okay. Well, we can get to Giannis after we get to the Super Bowl.
Sure.
And that is, of course, Thomas Brady. Have you heard of him?
I've heard of Thomas.
He's attended Super Bowls in the past, I believe.
Tomas, yes.
Tomas, I know.
Yes. He has won Super Bowls.
I've heard that.
For
several.
Multiple teams.
I think 7.
Yes. And yet, what we do know is that the majority of the Super Bowls he's played in and won were in the uniform of the Patriots of New England.
That's right.
And they are playing in this year's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So on his Let's Go podcast, Tom Brady, of course, was asked, well, you must have a rooting interest in the Super Bowl then, right? Because blood in the ground and all that stuff.
Yeah, blood in the ground.
And here's what he said.
Listen, I don't have a dog in the fight in this one. May the best team win. And in terms of the Patriots, this is a new chapter in New England, and I'm glad everyone's embraced the Mike Vrabel regime, all the amazing players that have worked so hard to get their club to this position. We did it for 20 years. There was a little bit of a hiatus in there, but the Patriots are back, and it's a very exciting time for everyone in New England.
I don't believe you.
Well, I also don't understand why he can't say that he's leaning towards the Patriots. They don't have Fox doesn't have the game.
He's
Who
not
has the
working.
game? CBS?
NBC.
NBC has the game. Now, if Fox had the game and he's calling it, I can understand that.
Right.
Well, and you would say that. You would say, hey, guys, when I'm calling the game, right. I lay out.
But
you know what? Is it also the Raiders thing, though? Can I throw that out there? Is there a certain element of I don't like reminding the Raiders of my obvious allegiance to my old team?
I think it's more of a broadcast thing. I think he's
either
afraid
way,
to show that,
yo-yo.
last year you were rooting for the Patriots to win the Super Bowl, so now you're calling the game, and there's the Patriots. So it's probably him being careful. Do you think he was coached? Do you think somebody said to him, hey, Tom, I know it's the Patriots, but you probably can't show allegiance to the team that you want to. Would
but
anybody
Tom Brady,
really
do whatever the hell he wants?
Well, there's that. But would anybody hold it against him?
He's able to get over the awkwardness of calling games for a network for the NFL and also being an owner.
An owner, yeah, that's it.
So he's kind of playing by his own rules anyway. Well, why not just own it? I say, listen, I'm part owner of the Raiders. I work for Fox. You know what? It probably doesn't behoove me to have a rooting interest, but being a former Patriot,
yeah, by the way, one of my teammates is the head coach.
Because when you watch Fox, Strahan, he's neutral, but you could see that he'll admit, hey, I still love the Giants. And
sometimes he really does
Raiders,
it up.
And Johnson still loves the Cowboys because everybody knows where their allegiance is ultimately going to lie.
Yeah,
but I can understand a Patriot fan, Robert Kraft, going, really, Tom?
Well, how about this? I'll give you a couple of reactions from former Patriots. Asante Samuel, Tom Brady. I am highly disappointed in you not rooting for your ex-teammate, Mike Vrabel, who's about to do something special. I'm going to give something. I can't read this. What does that mean?
I'm going to give you 24 hours. Didn't he say I'll give you 24 hours?
I don't know what he said there. It's all. There's a lot of stuff that's I
think he says
redacted.
You have 24 hours to respond.
Yeah, you have up to 23 hours to respond or it's up. I'm going to go 8, know what.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot redacted on the version I'm seeing, so I couldn't read it. All right, Rob Gronkowski, who won a Super Bowl with him or two with the Patriots, as well as, of course, in Tampa. Yes, you're right. Gronkowski's response, he probably wants to be the quarterback. He's that competitive. He probably wants to be the guy in the Super Bowl right now. Drake May winning this will never take away what Tom has done for the game of football or the Patriots. So Gronk is kind of suggesting that Brady's like a little jelly that another quarterback's going to win a Super Bowl for the Patriots. And I don't like that.
Really?
I don't like it. I'm supposed to be the only one. Me. That's who. One more. Vince Wilfork. You don't want to get him in.
No.
He said, that's bullcrap, Tom. This is on WEEI. He said this. So I'm just reading the transcript. At the end of the day, if you're a Patriot for life, you know what it is. Don't give me that political bullcrap. That's just what it is. If you don't think we're going to win, just pick Seattle then.
I got to be honest with you. The reaction from his former teammates have actually made me swing towards Tom Brady.
What?
Because it's coming across as corny. You made like a 350-pound defensive lineman say bullcrap.
He was on radio.
No, it's because come on, listen.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? I mean, I think there's an allegiance there, but come on, he won a Super Bowl in Tampa. He works for Fox. He owns the Raiders. At some point, I think everybody knows that if it's in overtime, he'll be happy to see the Patriots. He's not jealous that some other quarterback's going to win a Super Bowl besides Tom Brady in New England. But Peter, with the reaction from his former teammates, it just came across as kind of corny. I kind of respect Tom for not going out there and just waving the flag for the team he played for. Come on.
On some level, I do, but I guess saying the words "I don't have a dog in the fight."
Yeah,
that's what's weird.
Nobody's believing
it. Should just be like, hey, man, when the Patriots are involved, obviously, you know,
it matters to me, but
or
I'm gonna sit this one out, let them.
But
play.
he doesn't have a dog.
Or tell the truth and say I'm out
in the fight. He's got it. This is his team. When he goes in the Hall of Fame, of course, after waiting 1 year, because I believe that's what all the Patriots now have to do. When he goes in the Hall of Fame, right? What? Like, I know he won with Tampa, but that's the team.
I understand.
That's who you're going to know him for. The New England Patriots. And the New England Patriots are known because of Tom Brady.
But it is a little odd, though, unlike Strahan and everybody that's on the panel at Fox and all of the other former Patriots that have gone on to do other things, he is part owner of the Vegas Raiders. So when he says, I don't have a dog in the fight because his dogs didn't make the playoffs, right? So I wouldn't get mad at him if he said, oh, I'm rooting for the Patriots. But I can understand where he's coming from. He's a national broadcaster, and he's a part owner of the Vegas Raiders. So when he says, I don't have a dog in the fight, he literally does not have a dog in the fight because he's in the fight with another dog, right?
Yeah.
And that dog didn't make it.
Yeah, I guess. It does feel very that guyish, though.
I disagree. But that's
so you went from being
interesting.
You went from being against it to now you're for it.
Yeah, because I just felt the
you
former
don't like the
teammates are all
response.
just being corny.
Well, isn't that what that's show beef when we do this on radio?
Right.
It's a whole corny.
And
act
that's what got me. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. I was kind of on the fence, leaning towards. I get what you're saying. Would it kill him to just say, yeah, I'd like to see? And I don't buy that he's jealous and wants to.
How about this though? Is there one? Can we ask one other possibility to this?
What is
that?
That he's all set.
He's all set.
Yeah, he's all set. Like some things maybe changed, and doesn't feel the same. I don't know. Maybe there's some
like the Patriots. My exit there was not great, and I'm good. No, he was. He
went back. He's gone back. It seems weird, but it also seems weird to say there's no dog in the fight when it's the Patriots.
That is a weird thing. I think he didn't know what to say, and he
was trying too hard, bro. I think just a little trying too hard, bro.
Well, maybe, but if his motivation was, hey, listen, I've caught a lot of heat for being on Fox and being part owner of the Raiders. What's so wrong with just showing support to that fan base that I'm, in on what I'm doing? And what I'm doing has nothing to do with the New England Patriots anymore.
If he was the...
God, you ever think about how much Raiders fans must hate that he's even a part of it?
No, I would love that.
Well, they should love it.
He's somebody incredible.
Who'd be the face of their franchise if he wasn't a part of it?
I know, but like
the
history...
pumpkin-headed freak that he is?
The pumpkin pie haircutted freak, no question. But when you think back about the Tuck rule... And that who wants it?
If Tom Brady went again, it's like Peyton Manning. It's any of these guys. If Tom Brady went to Woody Johnson and said, "I want to buy you. I want to buy you, and I want to run this thing. I can get this thing right, and I know how big it is to win in New York. Just let me get in on this."
You'd be good with it?
Absolutely.
Even as a Jets fan?
Yes. You know why? Because he's credible. He's won. He actually knows what winning looks like. He knows what it smells like. He's seen it. He's made it. Right? Like, they don't have anybody in the building that understands winning like him. No one.
And
I
also,
hear you.
You have
and
to
also,
have that guy.
Believe it or not, and jump me if you disagree, Alan, being a Jet guy, that you more stood in the way of a Patriot championship than they ever stood in your way.
Yes.
Because at least you beat them in the postseason.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
I mean, so you've just been basically borderline irrelevant for most of Tom Brady's career, and the couple of times you weren't, you actually put up a fight and beat him in the postseason.
Yeah, no. The Jets have been a mud puddle that he has stepped over more often than not. They have not been a problem. There's just one time he tripped and stepped into the mud. But other than that, no, it's not been the same thing. All right.
I'm not saying Jet fans got to like him, but
no, you don't.
If he's going to save your franchise, you're more than welcome.
Now, another for that guy that we brought up before, but if you're just joining us, so at the deadline, the NBA trade deadline at 3 o'clock has come and gone, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is still in Milwaukee.
Who would have ever guessed that?
Who saw that coming? And it was about an hour before the deadline that it was reported that the Bucks are telling the teams that were trying to trade for him that they're not going to move him right now. He's staying with the Bucks. And Giannis,
the Buck stays here.
Yes, very good.
Is that the front page of the paper?
That should be Milwaukee Sentinel, I think it is, right?
If the buck stays here,
that's got
it's worth a post or daily news.
Or the New York Post saying the buck stays there.
Yeah, the buck stays there. That they should run with that.
That's got it. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, enjoy.
And it should also the little dash.
God bless.
Peter Rosenberg.
Thank you. No, former K-Show co-host.
They won't even hear it because they're too busy ranking us behind other people. So Giannis went to Instagram, and he decided that he was going to post the meme of Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street in that famous scene where it's, I'm not leaving, where he announces to all of his loyal coworkers, I'm not leaving. Showing that defiant loyalty, despite the fact that he was
risking it all.
About to be
He's about to go to jail. He's going to risk it all, and he said, "No,
I'm not leaving. I'm staying here." And Giannis used that, and then had this caption: "Legends don't chase, they attract." Is that being that guy? Is he being that guy with that kind of a caption, that kind of a meme that he posts, knowing that he wasn't going to be traded, when all along we have heard nothing except, he never said it, I'll say that much, publicly. But boy, there was a lot of smoke. When there's a lot of smoke, there's fire. From his side, that was, he's looking to move on. The reporting was all the types of situations he was interested in, very much New York, and what he wanted. And the Bucks listened to offers, but in the end, the offers were not even close to anything good enough, and they decided not to move him right now. More than likely, we'll see this open up again around the trade, around the NBA draft. So is Giannis being that guy by even posting this, or should he have just kind of laid out?
Bruh, it's the definition of that guy.
Yeah.
The scene that he's posting from Wolf of Wall Street. Don, remember, I just rewatched this movie the other day. It's like this defiant, I want to fight with you. I'm going to be with my people. I'm not going there. Now, of course, maybe it does fit because he ends up being a complete fraud who rolls over. But that is not what happened here. Giannis has clearly, he's made very clear he wants to go, and there was no market at this exact time to make it happen that worked for the Bucks. So now he's staying. The idea of showing off, Don, as if this was always his intention, I'm sorry, it's at best fraudulent.
Because, Alan, you suggested that the legends don't chase, they attract, was to say, hey, listen, if the Knicks trade for me in the offseason, what am I going to do? But I'm with Peter.
I'm not saying I want, I refuse to say I want to go there.
Right.
They have to come get me.
Right, they're going to have to come get me. But
that's what I thought it said.
Like I said, and I'm in lockstep with Peter on
this.
With the Wall Street, Wolf of Wall Street scene, I'm not leaving. And then saying attract is like he's teasing the Buck fans into, I'm here. And I'm going to try to attract people to come play here. I'm not going anywhere. But he'll end up being Jordan at the end of the day, Belfort, and then he'll end up going to the Knicks, and just like he flipped on all of his friends, that's going to be how it's going to end up. But he's kind of like right now, if I'm a Bucks fan, I'm thinking he's not leaving. He's going to try to get us into the play-in this year, and then he's going to stay, and he's going to try to recruit other players to come play with him, and we're going to win another championship, and ultimately to see the rug get pulled out from under them when he gets traded to the Knicks during the offseason. But he's leaving that, hey, I'm doing everything I can for you guys, the same people that I just booed not too long ago.
Or he realizes the place he wanted to go doesn't want him. The Knicks like what they have. They don't want to blow up their roster. And he's like, well, I don't want to go anywhere else. That's where I wanted to go. And if that's not going to happen, then I guess I'm here.
Hey,
and maybe it's a resignation.
He's got to play that card, right?
Yes,
because if the Knicks go out and win a championship, or they go to the final and lose in 7, like the Pacers did last year, so it's not impossible, and the Knicks turn around and go, we're good, then what is he going to do? Does he want out of Milwaukee that bad that he'll go someplace else?
I don't think so. I think I'm telling you. On the other side, I will tell you exactly the genesis of this and why we are where we are and why all along I held on to the belief that it was never going to happen.
Love it.
800-919-3776. Lots of calls to get to. Damien Woody at 5:30 as well. Stay with us. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility, in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you. No, you don't. You want all the shine. No, I don't. Call whatever you want. Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. More details coming soon with DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York.
It's last call for football, and FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored in the game. Longest touchdown scored. First touchdown and last touchdown scored. Will the Seahawks run the barn burner tush push and hit the under shortest touchdown scored? Kenneth Walker has the best odds to score a touchdown at -185, but will he get the first touchdown? Will the Patriots be throwing from behind and add a touchdown late to Hunter Henry for the last touchdown scored? All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Trouble with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Wendy here. If you're looking to add a star player to your financial roster, you should take a look at SoFi's personal loans. SoFi's got some amazing moves that would be a valued addition to any team, like low fixed rates when you consolidate your debt, no fees required, and as soon as same-day funding. View your rate at SoFi.com/roster to get started. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/roster. NMLS 696891.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
For 100 days, I'm going to cross the 7 continents because the answers to everything important are out there at the edges of our world. I'm stepping into the unknown. Where are we going? To see our planet
This is amazing!
as it's never been seen before. From pole to pole.
Pole to Pole with Will Smith from National Geographic. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Show me the way.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass. Your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
This is Harry. This is Aperture.
I figured it was.
This is the new release. And this is an earworm because when I first heard it, of course, Gracie played it for me in the car. And I was like, I don't like it. And then she's like, you have to hear it a lot. Once you listen to it a few times, you'll really start to like it. So the more we play it in the car, especially when the bass kicks in, it sticks with you. Not bad.
I'm not mad at it on a first listen.
You just need to take out a second mortgage and then go see him at the
no big deal. Don, you're all set, I'm guessing.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
But I'm not trying to make any kind of
statement.
You're going to be in this world soon, though. Because
he was a. Didn't I acknowledge him because of the new direction? Was it
One Direction? Sure, it's the direction.
When I
Any
did
direction.
Whichever
when I did
one.
Becoming bigger than the band that they were originally in. He was an honorable mention.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
And in retrospect, she should have been in.
And solo artist that became bigger than the.
Because think about it, he's now one of the biggest solo acts on earth.
Yeah.
And the band.
Well, if you can if you can sell out 30 dates
at MSG,
yeah, I think you're pretty big.
That's and One Direction was like kind of a moment in time relative to this.
Yeah, they had a vibe,
but it wasn't.
One moment
in time. I don't know One Direction at all, actually.
That's not a One Direction song, but there are some good ones.
I'm aware of that. That's a Whitney Houston song.
Let's do a game time right here.
Sure, shall we?
Show me something.
Brought to you by
Lift it up.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because, Donald, when it's game time.
It's Tully time!
Damn right it is.
That's your ace.
And you know what else it's time for? Rangers hockey. The Rangers host the Hurricanes.
That's right.
Coverage immediately follows us. Note the start time, 6:30. That means we are a 6:30 vehicle tonight. Islanders, Devils in Jersey at 7. Oh, will I be tuned into this? Which broadcast am I watching, Peter?
Wow.
Which
no.
broadcast should I watch? My good friend Thomas Hickey, who does a wonderful job on that broadcast. Shannon Hogan. Islanders broadcast is very good. Cal Clutterbuck, very good.
Is
Brendan Burke, we know, top of the list.
But is Brendan
is he doing the game?
In Italy? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have that.
I know he's doing
roster.
Olympic hockey, but I don't know.
Right.
I know Kenny's there.
Here's my promise to you. If there's no Burke, 100% on your broadcast.
Wow.
If there is Burke, I might flip-flop.
Peter.
What? I have friends on both sides here. What do I do?
You should feel.
Do you really have friends on both sides?
You should really feel the way you feel.
I'm going to say Brendan's not doing it.
Not? All right, I'm all in.
Last one before the Olympics.
You know what?
No, the only reason I asked, and I don't want to blow anybody's spot up here, but I just didn't know if he's calling off the monitor or whether he's going. I know Kenny went. Yep. Kenny is in Italy.
Yeah,
but I don't know if they sent the whole team there. They might have held some people back. I don't know.
All right. Well,
I'll let you know.
I love your broadcast.
I am so how close are you to Brendan?
Oh, no. But Shannon Hogan, I've known her for years.
Oh, you've known me for 25 years,
I have.
You punk.
You're right. Yeah.
Where was Shannon 25 years ago? Where was Thomas Hickey 25 years ago?
Winning swimming medals somewhere in college.
25 years ago?
Yeah, about that. Maybe less.
Why were you following? You know what?
No,
just watch the whole.
No,
thing,
you know what?
I don't want you watching me.
That's how well.
You're all set, Don. You don't need him.
I don't want you watching me. You know what? Everybody here wants you to be fake. No one here wants you to be real. No one here.
No, I believe it. I'm not saying you're not real.
I give a little,
but I take
offer
exception
an
to your realism.
Well, you care about an opinion I give it to you how I feel, and you're like, you know what? That's not good enough. Oh, okay. I'll lie to you then. Donnie, I'm completely locked in on you. Why would I ever watch the Islanders broadcast?
I'm not asking him to lie. I'm just asking him why he has that opinion. This unbelievable relationship you have with Shannon Hogan and Thomas Hickey.
Hickey's really good.
And all of a sudden, Brendan Burke, who you probably met, what 4 times?
You were just asking Don, I think, for a modicum of respect.
This is all fruitless, by the way. If Gracie's home, he's watching the Devils broadcast.
And Gracie is home.
So why are we having this conversation?
Why does she really care which broadcast?
Yep.
She's a Devils fan.
She loves the Devils.
But does she really care which broadcast?
Yes. Oh, no. Trust me.
There's a difference.
This is the thing.
But she doesn't necessarily have to be a fan of me. I'm new.
Yeah.
Well, she's
she's new too.
Devil fans.
First of all, she's new too. So she's a fan of yours because you're part of the new.
Well, at least that's one. At least you have one fan of the family, Don.
I'm just saying I've known this man for 25 years.
Yeah. Yes, you have.
And these casual acquaintances are going to win the day, Peter? And I'm not supposed to be away about it? I respect the fact you didn't lie.
should. You should hurt.
How much Isles information am I getting out of your broadcast on?
Well, if it's anything like the last time they met, just the fact that I'll be calling all those goals would be enough information for you. It was 9-0 the last time these two teams played.
I do recall.
Well, I think we might do a little something tonight because my first ever game, February 22nd, 1987, was a Devil Islander game at the Meadowlands, won by the Islanders 7-0, and I was given the score sheet, so maybe they'll put it up and we'll talk about it.
You know what I thought was great is they found your fan club card.
Yes.
And they showed it, Peter, on the broadcast.
Trudy from the fan club had it because they were in Ottawa.
Trudy found it. And they showed it on the broadcast, and just to prove I watched, Don.
Yes.
And the date written in his handwriting, signing it. The date was 87.
Yes, it was
right. It was whatever the date was.
It was the 80. It was the 89-90 season.
89-90. I thought all right. It was 80 something, but it was all handwritten. This little card that they kept on file because there was no internet then. No. So how do you know that you're in the fan club? Well, you need a card. They found Don's card, and you were like one of the first. It was pretty cool. They found it.
Where did they find it? But Ken Danico. Oh, Trudy, the head of the fan club.
Yes.
During training camp, I saw her, and she went back in the archives and found it.
So Don
showed it to me.
And Don had written back then, young Donald, favorite player, Ken Danico. All these years later,
look at that,
working with Ken Danico.
How do you
if you told that Don LaGreca,
come on,
one day you'll be calling games for this team and standing next to you in the booth, elbowing you until your arm is black and blue, will be Ken Danico.
If you followed hockey,
think about that.
It's hockey, man.
What a story this is.
You have to realize that in hockey,
I wish you loved the sport like I do.
I wish you loved the sport.
Also, adding to tonight, if you're Joe Leo and a handful of other people, the Nets are playing the Magic at 7. The Nets and all their wings. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly.
That was our longest game time ever.
That is
really was.
But
you think Joe Leo's still watching after he was? We pumped them all up for the Knick game,
and then Cam Thomas gets waived unceremoniously. Yeah, there's no way Joe is even he's either hate watching or he's just giving up. But Don, we gave your broadcast a ton of publicity.
Right.
You're welcome.
Based on the fact that if Brendan's doing the game, you'll flip-flop.
You know where my heart is. I will be watching. No question about it.
He didn't tell you which channel, but he'll be watching.
No. I'll be watching Don. I promise. I'll take a picture and show you I'm watching Don. Coming up, your calls, 800-919-3776. What Doc Rivers said about Giannis not going anywhere and why this whole thing has come to this full circle and why we knew he was never going to move. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It's hockey, man.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Shop now for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. Can't catch a break on Route 4 westbound in Jersey. They picked up that crash over by Queen Anne Road in Teaneck, but now a new accident on the westbound side right after Hackensack Avenue in Hackensack. Slow crawl there heading toward the Riverside Square Mall. Inbound George looking pretty good for both the upper and lower decks. Best of it's the outbound side, southbound Egan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, stop and go from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Outbound Lincoln Arena about 15 to 20. Outbound Hollins 20 to 25. Bumper to bumper on the Staten Island Expressway westbound, heading over to the West Shore. Just cleaned up a crash by Bradley Avenue. Still have heavy delays from the Verrazano. This report is sponsored by Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit behind Sesame Street. The world needs Sesame Street, and right now Sesame needs you. Donate today. Visit sesame.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
5:04 in the big city. Why is it 5:04? We went a little long in that previous segment. With Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg, I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number, but you won't get through. There are no lines available. But keep trying, because as we get to calls, there'll be lines opening up that we want to get to with you. Guys, so Giannis Antetokounmpo was not traded at the deadline, despite the fact that there was a lot of conversation about it. I want to take you full circle. I do believe this is why we are at this place right now, and why he might stay in Milwaukee for the rest of his career. It's as simple as this. I think there was a time, a couple of years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, where he started feeling like the Bucks were not heading in the right direction. He won a championship. He's done what he's had to do. He started thinking about bigger opportunities. And on his mind was playing in the Big Apple. Because he loves this city. Why wouldn't you? And there was some talk, there was some smoke about it. We would always hear the murmurs, but nothing serious.
Right.
But there was this sense of, hey, by the way, he loves it here. The Knicks should start, poking around. Okay, fine. Then last year it started to get real. And you felt like in the offseason, something might happen because he's getting fed up. Lillard thing never worked out. They haven't made they how bad they were at the end of last season. And he was frustrated. And so that's why I started talking about it back in June. And then in August, they had an opportunity to talk. So there was a flirtation where it was finally felt like this might happen. But then the Knicks couldn't make it happen. For whatever reason. Bucks and the Knicks couldn't make it happen. And as I said then, the Bucks weren't serious about moving him. They didn't want to. They didn't feel like they needed to. The Knicks were interested, but were like, I don't want to get into something that then you're just going to keep moving the goalposts on me. And we've got a team we kind of like. We've made all these moves. We got close last year. And so they weren't ready to blow the whole thing up in August. So let's table this for now. Giannis not happy. Go to the first time Giannis played the Knicks in Milwaukee. He was a man possessed. Watch that game. It was early in the season. He was yelling things. He was pointing. He was gesturing. This is my city. All this stuff that he was saying. Angry. And I'm watching that game going, who the hell are you mad at? What are you mad at? He just had – the next time they play him, he was quiet. A little more humble, a little more chill. So what's going on here? And that's when, of course, all the stuff started in again. Giannis wants out. Right? You saw the reporting. He hurt his calf the first time. So all that's going on, and then the Knicks sort of become back into the conversation again. They get close. The Knicks then go through a bad spell. They lose 9 out of 11. And now there's this sense of the Knicks might be desperate. But the Bucks now are willing to listen. And what they wanted to do was open it up to the market. Why? So that the Knicks can't say, well, he only wants to come here. There's no market. We're going to just offer you, thing one, thing two. You'll take it and leave or leave it. And so now you create this leverage that you thought you had where we have competition now. Look what the Warriors want to offer. Minnesota wants to offer. And they're trying to smoke the Knicks out.
I like that you just made it sound like Vince McMahon was the person talking about the...
Why not? I love that stuff.
Look at the money we have.
And so you get to the point where it's, blank or get off the pot. And the Knicks said, we're good. This is not what we want to do right now. And the Bucks are like, uh-oh. Well, we're not sending him anywhere else. He doesn't really want to play anywhere else. I think for Giannis, it was either stay here or try to play in New York, a city I love, a city that could be really good for me. And that's basically it. So I kind of feel like that as this passed and the Bucks finally had to back off, now the game's going to be, we never really wanted to trade him. And he's going to be, I never really wanted to leave. And then it becomes 4 years, $275 million extension. This is it. I'm a Buck for life. Your thoughts, Don?
Yeah, and I think that's why you're seeing Giannis playing it the way he's playing it. Because if that ends up being the case, he could say, well, I knew this all along. And if it doesn't, then he ends up where he actually wants to be. The other thing that really, this day played out perfectly for the Knicks. Really the last 2 days. The way they beat the Nuggets last night, then you get word that Giannis isn't getting traded. Then you get word Giannis wants to play and wants to get the Bucks in the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I think that's good news for the Knicks is now he gets to test that calf. And if the Achilles is going to go, if you're a Knicks fan, and nobody hopes this on Giannis, but if it were to happen, have it happen at the end of this year, then all right, I don't need to touch him. Rather than it happen on opening night.
Right.
A la, Aaron Rodgers at the first Knicks game next season.
Mm-hmm.
So, and listen, that's always going to be a thing, because if they shut him down, let's say the Bucks are going to tank, shut him down the rest of the year, and you trade for Giannis during the offseason, tell me that's not going to be on your mind when you trade for him.
Of course.
Whether that is something that's kind of hovering over him like a black cloud when he plays, those calf injuries from the year before.
The ticking time bomb.
So if you can get him to test it, and the Bucks get in the play-in and play meaningful games, and he survives it, you're like, all right, he looks like he's healthy, looks like he's okay. But if there's another calf injury or, God forbid, the Achilles, then you're like, all right, good thing we didn't trade for him.
Yeah. So, I think it was always the one place that he thought about was here. And when it didn't come to fruition, I think at first it bothered him. Like, what do you mean you don't want me? which I don't blame him for feeling that way. He's a superstar. He's one of the best players in the league. So I get it. He's probably like, what do you mean? How would you not want to trade for me? What, you're not trading that guy? You refuse to put that guy in the deal for me? I'm sure that stuff was probably in his mind. But there comes a point where he's like, all right, well, Minnesota wants you. I don't know if I want to go there. Like Minnesota, like what's the difference? It's Milwaukee, Minnesota. Then it's, well, Golden State, an old team where I'm not going to be the main face because they have Steph Curry, and as long as Steph Curry's playing, he's the man, and I'm going to have to be a secondary guy. I don't know if I want that either. Like, think about the places that he probably was thinking about. I don't really want to go anywhere else other than New York. And that was it. So I do believe that he has some allegiance to Milwaukee. I just think that there was a little bit of a flirtation that didn't come to fruition. Now, listen to Doc Rivers, the head coach of the Bucks, who is all along has kind of laughed about all the rumors and the conjecture about Giannis wanting out of Milwaukee. And Doc said he's never said that to me. Right? Doc said that all along. He was consistent. So here's Doc giving an update on Giannis now after we know he will not be traded.
You guys want a Giannis update? Oh, no, I was just talking about, he's going to coach the celebrity game, right? You guys see that? He did inform me that he's going to put Shams on the trading block today, and he's just going to listen to offers. So I'm just going to go make that announcement right now.
Not funny.
So Shams Charania now catching strays.
Didn't even get the charity laugh from the meeting.
No. You couldn't even make a joke because there was nothing.
That was posted by the team, by the way.
I think they didn't get it. By the way, the media didn't get it. That was just specifically for Shams.
Also, the media was like, what are you talking about?
Well, they probably don't realize that Shams Charania is in the celebrity game.
Yeah.
Why would they know that?
I don't know.
They would.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Anthony, we discussed this off the air yesterday.
Is he covering?
No, we did it on ENN when it was just me and you.
Oh, we covered it on ENN 2 days ago.
So is he he's playing?
He's playing in the game.
Oh dear God.
Shams is in the game.
When is the game?
I
know it's the Friday before.
It's the Friday of February. No, it's it's the Friday before All-Star, a couple of weeks.
I guess so.
Yeah, next Friday.
Because we got to play the game, and we did it on the K show of just like.
No, we played it on this show last year
we
too.
We must have played it last year, sure, because we've done the show for over a year.
I remember doing this.
I don't
think Peter would be.
No, that's not the game we played.
This will not be a fun game.
The game we played is just have you guys heard of the people on the list? But the problem
is kind of the same thing that Peter should be in the game.
Right, fair. But this year we can't even play it. There's nothing. I can tell you guys the names right now. Besides former players, I don't count former players.
Yeah,
because they include some former players.
Right.
It's Keegan-Michael Key.
I've heard of him.
He's legit.
Not nobody.
No, that's legit.
That's good.
That's big.
I like him.
I'm giving you the good one. I'm giving you the ones.
Drewski?
No Drewski. It's Keegan-Michael Key.
Mm-hmm.
It's Glorilla, the rapper.
I've heard, yeah.
And was there any others, Anthony?
Where is the game this year?
Oh, DJ Mustard, who's a famous producer.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
An artist.
Where is the game this year?
Oh, just in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's at the Inuit. Intuit. Inuit is Canadian.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what happened. I'm serious. I'm trying to find out what the deal. It's in LA. You would think it is such an easy year,
right? How hard would it have been to get somebody to just
swing the door open?
Just
a couple might wander in.
Just come come hang out.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. The other athletes though were kind of always easy.
Yeah, no, athletes are.
But you guys remember, you go back 10, 12 years. You're talking Common. You're talking Justin Bieber. You're a real kind of not everybody was huge, but a handful of real big ones.
Here's what I'm suggesting of why there's less of an interest for a celebrity to play in the game. Because especially if you're a celebrity that has maybe you're an actor and you have played an athlete in a movie, and then you're seen doing something athletic, and the internet is forever. And you don't want that on your resume, where it doesn't look good. Like, you ever seen some of these people shoot a basketball?
No, it's
like the first time they shoot it, you go, son, don't do that again. Don't ever do that again. Pass it. Don't ever let anybody see you shoot the ball like that.
But in past years,
then there's some guys who they can ball.
In past years, even the year I played, there were a few people who could really ball. The main guy from Arcade Fire could ball.
Yeah.
The comedian Hassan Minhaj, not a great player, but a good player.
Knows how to
Justin
play.
Bieber can
He
ball.
can play. Yeah.
The kid from Stranger Things, a little kid, but could handle the ball and shoot it.
Oh,
you know?
yes, yeah.
Caleb McLaughlin. It's just weird to me. Like, I looked at it. I mean, they have two people from ownership groups, but like back in the day, they'd get Mark Cuban. Like, there aren't that many famous people owners you can include. Jeff Lasry played the year I played. Also not famous.
Matt, you said Matt Ishbia is playing? The Suns owner? Yeah.
Yeah, and they have another one.
He was on a college. He was played at college.
Well,
it's just weird.
Yeah.
Well, I think as each year goes by, it just shows you these All-Star games. It's dying.
It's really
there's just no buzz around it at all. So
even in LA.
Well, how about the Pro Bowl happened, guys. Did anybody
on a Tuesday?
I tuned in by accident.
Did you watch?
I saw 5 minutes.
No.
You actually live watched.
Live watch for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're better than me.
No, well, it was an accident. I turned on the TV and it was already on ESPN, and it popped on.
And it's our own. It's our own thing.
I'm going to freshen it up.
Freshen it up. Let's go.
If the game were in my backyard, I'd turn the hose on them.
Oh, you call the police?
No, I just turn the hose on. Let them call the police.
Yeah,
get out of here! Get out of here!
Get off my lawn!
But think about it like this. This could be. We all know it's not, but this could be LeBron's last year in the league. It could be LeBron's last year in LA.
Could be his last All-Star.
It could be his last All-Star game. It's in LA, where he's been the star of the team post Kobe. He has been the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
This should be a year where you think there would be buzz, and there's nothing.
Because there's no All-Star games do not create buzz anymore. It's over.
But you know what though? But I know what Peter's saying, Don.
In part because of LeBron too.
Don, think about it this way: it's not as much about the All-Star game. It's once again, let's go back to the significance of what it could represent, because we all remember the last time, Kareem's last All-Star, and like Michael and Kobe when they met in the All-Star. Like, there was moments that you just like everybody's like excited about it.
Everybody cared about it then. But
LeBron's last All-Star should be the hottest ticket of the year.
But it's just not a thing anymore, because like when Kareem played in his last All-Star game, you couldn't watch him 5 times a week on national TV or the basketball package and like. You've got enough. You're going to get plenty of LeBron down the stretch. Plus, does anybody really buy that this will be his last year? Even if it is. An All-Star game doesn't have the cachet anymore. Even baseball, when it was a big deal. Remember Alex Rodriguez moved to third so that Cal Ripken Jr. could play short. Like, people were paying attention because the All-Star game was a thing. It might still be a thing in baseball because there's literally nothing else going on.
Yeah.
But it's over everywhere else, and I just don't think people connected the dots. This could be LeBron's last All-Star game. Well, it could be his last bowel movement. It doesn't matter because it's not anything. The All-Star game is not a thing.
It's sad. Again, LeBron's potentially last game at the Garden ended up being not only the hottest ticket in the NBA this season, it was also the highest. There's the 518.
518, yeah. Did a good job.
All aboard! It ended up, if I'm not mistaken, was it the highest rated or most watched non-Christmas Day game in a long time?
And you know why? Because LeBron playing his last game at the Garden's a thing.
Yeah. Although
LeBron
it didn't really
James
turn into
playing in the All-Star game is not a thing.
It's not a thing. The last All-Star just has no.
No.
All right.
What else can you think of, right?
No,
that has to be it. LeBron's still a thing. Basketball's still a thing. What's the one thing that's not? The All-Star game.
All-Star, yeah.
I wish there would be one league to show the cubes to say we're not doing it. And the reason we're not doing it is because of lack of interest.
Well, the NHL.
Our audience has told us they don't care. We're giving them what they want.
Didn't the NHL kind of do that by going 4 nations and now Olympics? Like, you're just not seeing All-Star games and All-Star weekends in the NHL.
But they'll go back to it.
Well, but they're finding other things to do in the meanwhile.
That's showing at least some guts. But again, it ends up being gutless because when they can't come up with anything else, they will go back to the All-Star. I'm just saying, listen, we're not going to do anything. We're going to put a test pattern up. You don't care. We're not going to just show the guts because nobody wants to be the first to do it. And I'm telling you, if one league did, the rest would follow.
Once you
Except
show
baseball,
it works.
because baseball, it's the only thing that is the actual game, and there's nothing going up against it. So it'll actually do a number. And don't tell me the 4 million people that watched the Pro Bowl on Tuesday is a number when the last football game that was played in anger had 50 million people watching.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, 4 million on a Tuesday doesn't mean squat. The Knicks didn't get Giannis, but they did make a move that could be one of these sneaky moves that when, we're in May in a playoff game and all of a sudden you're like, man, when they got him, what a difference he's made. And that's Jose Alvarado. Now, he's a Brooklyn guy. He played at Christ the King High School. He's a New York
blood in the ground.
Blood in the ground, as we like to say. And I want to say, you talk about players, they come home, it means something, it's extra special, all that stuff. This is Alvarado. In his first game, this is an interview he did at the Garden after his first NBA game on the Garden floor, and he had a special game against the Knicks that night.
I don't know how to say it, man. Just seeing my parents, with my jerseys and all the folks that came out to see me, man, it means a lot. If you would have told me this, it happened 5 years ago, I wouldn't believe it. But now that it's just like a dream come true, and it's crazy. I'm at the Garden now, and I'm doing an interview with y'all, and my peoples is right there. You can't make that up. And man, it's just a great win for us, and I'm just so happy, man. Y'all don't understand how happy I am.
So New York. Like that right there.
That sounded pretty good. That does feel pretty cool.
You know what I mean? And that's
a little thing that can go a long way.
Knicks fans, that's what you're getting. And you're also getting a guy. You said this Knicks team, they need a little more grit, they need a little more toughness. He's all that.
That is one of the biggest things. They've been missing that, in a big way, but particularly since DiVincenzo and Randall left.
Yeah.
A little bit of the heart and soul kind of disappeared.
A little bit of that, a little bit of that grit. Remember, and Hardenstein. Remember, he's the one that was suspended 2 games for the 2-piece that he delivered on, was it Dylan Brooks? Mark Williams, right. So he's not afraid to scrap.
I want to go, let me go back.
And then, you'll see it. He connects. The funniest part is Jordan Poole in the background reacting to him connecting on both punches.
Wasn't Jordan Poole the one that was hit by Draymond Green?
Draymond, yeah. So he knows what a punch feels like. You know who's thrown some punches in his life, in his day? Especially on the gridiron.
Yeah.
Damian Woody.
Bet your ass.
Protecting quarterbacks.
We got to get to this Drury stuff, too.
Yes, I do mean to get there. We have been kind of roundabout today, but that's what we do.
And Peter missed it last week because he was abroad.
Yep.
That Damien would not tell us whether he saw Napoleon Dynamite because he didn't want to waste it, he claimed, with you not here.
Yeah.
So he kind of teased as if maybe he did see it.
Oh, this is big.
So we're going to call him on his BS coming up next.
Wow, and I'll bet that he did it, and if I were to bet on online, I'd do it on FanDuel. It's last call for football, and FanDuel's giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. So shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD, last TD. I'm kind of leaning towards Diggs for that first TD. I could see that. Out of the gate, early drive, made a Diggs, a little 8-yard score. All you got to do is Tay Diggs. I'm sorry, that was my bad, Don. I should have set you up. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. All right? Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 and over, physically present in New York, opt-in required. Bonus issues, non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility, in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you. No, you don't. You want all the shine. No, I don't. Call whatever you want. Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. More details coming soon with DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York.
career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
When it comes to meat and seafood, selection matters, and no one beats Wild Fork Foods. To everyday essentials, to high-quality steaks, to seafood and more, every product is blast frozen to lock in peak flavor and freshness, so you get restaurant-quality meats at home for amazing prices. Shop in person at 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or you can order online for same-day delivery. It's easy, it's convenient, and the prices are wild. WildForkFoods.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. It's a rough ride on the inbound Gowanus in Brooklyn. A broken down SUV in the right lane by the Prospect, hitting the brakes there from the belt merge. You stay packed on the eastbound BQE, just solid heading into Queens, approaching the LIE. Best of it's the outbound George Henry Hudson, second choice southbound Egan, Cross Bronx westbound, jam from White Plains Road on through. Inbound George just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln Orany about 20 to 30. Outbound Holland Orany the same. Over in Jersey, Devils are hosting the Islanders tonight at the Rock in Newark. Probably want to give yourself a generous head start, just crawling on 21 in both directions approaching Market Street. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The Knicks believe in this team. That could end up being an excellent assessment, or that could end up being a mistake.
Even if you like this team, would you like it better with Giannis?
Do you believe this team is good enough to win 4 playoff series? If that answer is no, then you should probably look into this.
Are you trying to win a championship, or are you trying to be a pretty good team?
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, well, this is one of our favorite segments,
It
I
really
would say,
is.
of the week. And it also comes with great anticipation.
We should have had this music for him every time, by the way. It's the right vibe,
I completely
right?
agree.
Does
Damien
have that
Woody
nice vibe.
joins us right now. D. Wood, you like this vibe that we're playing for you right now? Okay, turn it up there, Jake.
It's very mellow. It's very chill. Fits my perfect personality to a T.
Right?
That's how I feel.
D. Wood's laid back. Nothing bothers him.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We have a very stark contrast every week from our football segments. We both great in their own ways, but we have Booger earlier in the week, and we have the tone. It comes in very serious. Let's get down to business,
right?
And then there's D Wood, where it's like everything's just kind of
Like,
where
we're
we
just
at,
chilling, man. But I want to see if I can get your ire up right now, D. Wood. What did you think?
I'm listening.
I have seen other Patriots alumni react to what Tom Brady had to say about how he has no dog in the fight when it comes to this Super Bowl. And he won't be rooting for one or the other.
I think it's preposterous. Bro, literally, you're like Captain America up in New England. You have a whole statue outside of Gillette Stadium, and to say that, I don't have a dog in the fight. You spent 20 years with one of the best dynasties the NFL has ever seen. Like, give me a break. I don't care if you're a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Hell, they haven't been serious since like October. Like what are we doing here? I just don't understand that. Now, and listen, I get the fact that Clint Kubiak, who's going to be the next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, is the offensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks. But screw all that. You're still synonymous with Mr. Patriot.
Let me ask
with
you.
the New England Patriots.
Let me ask, especially Allen, because he's a Yankee fan. If Derek Jeter was asked the question while the Yankees were in the World Series, say the Yankees make the World Series this year, and they asked Derek Jeter, what do you think he's going to say? He's going to say the exact same thing. Especially if he was still like owning the Marlins, he would have said the exact same thing. But what do we always say? Whatever Jeter does, you really think Jeter would say the exact same thing? Tell me I'm wrong.
But wait a minute. D. Wood said something that I think I'm going to say it again, D. Wood. It's not only about the Patriots and not only about that he's now an owner for another team, but that other part you added. Who's with the Seahawks that will eventually be with the Raiders?
Clint Kubiak.
Yeah. Their next head coach. And how bad would it look if there's Tom Brady waving towels and screaming Patriots and all that stuff, and then at the press conference stands next to him shaking his hand like, welcome. No, what you want to say is, this guy just won a Super Bowl, now we just hired him. So I can't say I'm rooting for the Seahawks because that's a bad look for me. But I am because I want that hire to be the best hire possible, and I need this guy to be a winner walking in the building with a ring on his finger.
Are we that sensitive? Are we that sensitive today?
That's a good.
Every nerve ending is exposed today.
It's just like, get me away from all this. I can't. This is.
I feel you.
I can't stand sensitive people like this, man. It's crazy.
I love it though, D. Wood. You don't even realize what you pushed us right into that one. I didn't even see that coming. That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
It's my reverse psychology. That's what I did.
Damien, are you out there or nah?
No, I am not out there. Like, listen, honestly, I'm great being here in New York and doing stuff here and all that. I'm sure people are having a ball in San Francisco, but I've played in two of these. I've been to many of them. I'm good. The only thing I regret is not being in warmer weather. That's the only thing I regret.
Well, you know what you should regret is that you're not at the Rock tonight. Your Islanders are taking on the Devils.
I know. I
need you to represent.
If I didn't have something else going on with one of my kids, I would have been at the Rock tonight.
All right.
Let me just throw this in, too, for Damien shouting out his 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I've already been to the Super Bowl. In fact, I've been to 2.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's one thing going. It's not the same though when you're not playing it. You know what I mean? I get it.
Well, I mean, listen, why not, man? I deserve that. I got the scars to be able to go out and say these types of things.
Yeah.
Are you a guy that will have a Super Bowl party? Do you like that, or are you like, no, I got to watch the game. I don't need all this chitter chatter going on around me.
No, we do a nice spread. The wife puts together a nice spread. We have people over, and it's pretty festive and stuff like that. But when the games start, like, I'm not the best person to watch a game with because,
why is that?
Like, I'm looking at all. I'm not a recreational type fan. Like when I'm watching games, like I'm looking at every little detail and I'm screaming. And sometimes I try to refrain around my kids using profanity, but I get into the games really, really deeply. So yeah, I'm not the best person.
So you don't want
you're a recreational guy.
You don't want a pencil neck geek like me at the party sitting next to you going, "Hey, so what do you think of the 3-4? What do you think you should do here? What do you think, D-Wood? What should he do here?" Like, you don't want that, right? You're like, no, don't talk to me. You're at a different level.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a very chill back guy. Like, so I'll never throw you the cold shoulder, but in my mind, I'm like, if this guy doesn't get the hell away from me, so I can watch this game.
What's
going on?
What if at the 2-minute warning of the first half, somebody comes up to you and goes, "What song do you think Bad Bunny's going to open with?"
Oh boy.
No, I want to be surprised. Like, I don't want to be guessing and all this other stuff. You kidding me? Like, I want to be surprised. I just want a good show. I'm not doing. Like, some people out here, like, betting on, well, what's the first song going to be and all that. I'm not into all of that. I just entertain me. Give me a good show.
Are you excited? Are you excited for Bad Bunny?
I am, because I'm a fan of his music. My kids are, like, they love his music, and I think he's going to put on a hell of a show.
What was halftime like? How long? Because this is 30 minutes now. When you were in Super Bowls way back then,
it was still close to 30.
How long? I'm kidding. How long was the wait, and did you feel it? Was it that noticeable? Like, man, we're in here for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You definitely noticed it, and that was something that we actually prepared for and went through. Like, during my time with the Patriots, like, look, guys, you got to make sure that you're hydrating. You're going to eat all this type of stuff because this bad boy is going to be a lot longer than what it is normally in just a regular game.
What years were your Super Bowls again, D-Wood?
2001 and 2003.
2001.
Well, that was the U2 one. That was the one right after 9/11 against the Rams,
correct.
Right?
That is correct.
So the 02 one is U2, and you said the next one was what year?
Was the 03. We played the Carolina Panthers.
So 04. So that's the Janet Jackson?
That was the wardrobe malfunction?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
Timberlake.
Quite a lineup of people for a variety of reasons. Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you the ones that aged fine.
Okay.
Janet Jackson, Nelly, Jessica Simpson, Justin Timberlake, Kid Rock, P. Diddy. Hell of a lineup.
Oh, in some circles, Kid Rock is okay.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the
other. Moment in time.
New England's been able to win without getting much from Drake May, especially in the Houston game. Is there any way they win if he plays the same as he did in the previous 2 playoff games?
I find it hard to believe that if he's pedestrian again, they win this game. I just, unless Sam Darnold implodes and have one of those ghost games, I just don't see it happening. Seattle is too, defensively they're great. Offensively, I think Sam Darnold is kind of gone to the next level. They got too many weapons on the offensive side for New England to come out and flounder around on offense. They're going to need Drake May to play like the MVP Drake May that was, in the regular season. They're going to need, a really, really great effort from him if they want to win this game.
So what's your prediction? Did you give up? You were on Get Up, today, right? Or yesterday?
Yeah. Unlike Tom, I'm going with the Patriots, and I'm making it known. I'm not gonna, be political about it and take half measures. I'm picking the Patriots, and I don't have no, I'm not gonna say for this football reason, for that football reason. I'm just picking the Patriots because I'm a former Patriot.
10 toes down. That's what we love about you.
That's it.
Now, speaking of which, got a question you want to ask?
I do. So since this is your last obligated appearance on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Although you're invited anytime.
Absolutely. We'd love to talk
so
more.
I can't call into the show?
Well, you certainly can. I said obligated.
Yeah. Your weekly ends with the Super Bowl, but you're more than welcome to join us every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Okay.
So, did you?
See, what it was see what had happened. What had happened? Oh, what? Oh no! Oh no!
The whole year.
Oh,
really?
Oh,
the entire
my
football
God.
season.
We thought we
Wait a minute,
developed.
was it the entire season?
Yes.
No, half. It was like half.
It wasn't the whole season.
It was like half the season.
What was last weekend?
It felt like
there was
Wait a
nothing
minute,
last week.
Wait a minute. Who took the whole season out there? That's a low blow.
No,
That's
it was
a low
half.
blow.
It was half the season. I think it was Thanksgiving time.
It feels
We
like a
don't
whole
know.
season.
don't
That's
know.
the thing.
We don't know for sure.
I can just tell Don is like
He's
done
done.
with me now.
Yeah, he's
like,
absolutely done.
Yeah, he's done. Like the only way I can redeem myself with Don, I got to go to the Rock and do something crazy.
Yeah, no. If you show up at the Rock
Like,
and you
I
go
gotta do
visit him, it could help, but he's still gonna hurt.
Yeah, but this is the last time the Islanders are here. You've missed 2 games already. You haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite. Really, listen, I can't make you respect me. I can only hope.
But what if I go to the Rock just to watch the Devils?
There you go.
That would show me something.
That's what I'm saying.
But then you know what would happen though? Then you'd be in fraud
What's
court,
that?
which is on Fridays.
Yeah.
And you'd be
you
brought.
can enjoy a hockey game.
Right. I mean, listen, I live in New Jersey. I mean, it's right there, 30 minutes from me. I mean, why disparage me for wanting to watch some hockey in
Doesn't
New
make
Jersey?
him a fraud to go to a Devil. No, listen, they come back from the Olympic break. All right, they're playing the Sabres on Wednesday the 25th. Come on, we'll put you on the air.
The Red Hot Sabres.
Red Hot Sabres. Come on. Yeah, you come by, we'll put you on the air. They got great chicken fingers and all kinds of stuff right behind us. You wouldn't even have
right
to
for
walk.
his stomach. Did you notice that?
Because I know Damien would. If we asked him to eat 100 buffalo wings, he would have done it 7 times already. We asked him to watch a movie, forget it.
It's unreal.
Boy, you know what? I deserve that.
You do. What can you do?
I deserve it. Yeah, I do. Wait, no, hold on, Peter. Hold on. I'm not the guy that's running away to Saudi Arabia when we have these interesting topics.
No, I wasn't. Listen, I wasn't ducking you though. If you had said to me, "Hey, Peter, on your flight, I need you to watch whatever it was," because I respect you as a man, I would have said, "Absolutely, Damien, no problem."
Right.
If you recommend it, I know it's quality.
You could have watched Napoleon Dynamite 6 times on that.
That's right. That's right.
Well, one thing I know for sure, well, I feel really good about it at least, is that me and D Wood will be at UBS at some point to watch playoffs. That's what I'm looking forward to.
There you go.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll do that.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely do that.
And whenever the random time comes that you watch Napoleon Dynamite, we don't care what day of the week it is. We don't care when in the year it is. Just call.
I'm calling in.
Yeah.
I'm calling in, and I expect you guys to put me on the air.
Oh,
done.
No question.
That's
Everything the decks are cleared. We will. If we had an exclusive with Roger Goodell, we would tell him, Commish, you got to wait a second. D Wood's on the line.
Yeah, this needs to be done.
Well, I don't know about that because that pays the bills, but I'm okay. After Raj, I can do that.
All right.
Well,
But by the way, no worries. Because he's not calling, and neither are you because you're not watching the movie.
Yeah, that's true. But we won't have to worry about that.
We love you, though. Thanks so much,
Thanks, buddy.
D-Wood.
Hey, guys, it's been fun, man.
All right, man. Talk soon.
All the best. Hey, ESPN, by the way, is proud to introduce The Handoff. It's a special 24-hour football event. We take you direct from Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, home of Super Bowl 61. Coming to ESPN, ABC, and the Walt Disney Company in February of 2027. That's actually next year. The Handoff kicks off with SportsCenter and SVP, February 8th. Let's get into it. Chris Drury, why it is a retool, not a rebuild. In his words, next on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It's a battle of the Big East best at MSG as 22nd ranked St. John's looks to hand 3rd ranked UConn its first conference loss of the year. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7:40 on 1050 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is making every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes. Here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. And every live bet means another shot to win. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY and 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming Inc.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends February 28th, 2026.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Hey team, Wendy here. If you're looking to consolidate your high-interest credit card debt with a personal loan, take a look at SoFi's stats. A SoFi personal loan comes with low fixed rates, no fees required, and as soon as same-day funding. That looks good on paper, but SoFi also passes the eye test. Having helped its members pay off over $33 billion in debt to date, score. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan at SoFi.com/stats today. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/stats. NMLS 696891.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
All right, ENN's coming up in just a few minutes. But right now for you, it's a game time. And, Donald, it's brought to you by Tullamore Irish Whiskey. You know why? Because when it's game time, Don,
it's Tully time.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't
No,
like
no,
it.
no.
No, I didn't like it.
No, that's the evening version of it.
I didn't like it.
Works.
A little too
No, no.
sexual.
Say this. Say Tully time works every time. Do it like that in that voice.
Tully time works every time.
Like, that's what Billy D. Williams was insinuating. Colt 45 works every time.
But he's not.
What do you mean? What does it work? What do you mean works? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
that's-
I didn't
that's
need it
not,
from Don.
Yeah, that didn't.
For your ace! I'm just saying. It was a very interesting tagline.
I saw Shannon Hogan. She confirmed for me that there is no Brendan Burke tonight.
Ooh.
And she said you should go right ahead and watch the Devils broadcast.
Wow.
So
she gave
said
the
she's
blessing.
good.
What
She
if
said
I
she's
see, now that we have a relationship with Rachel, I almost feel like, do I have to consume even pre and intermission, or can I skip over and catch at least intermission?
Oh, you might want to check out the Islanders pregame because they're just a few booths down from me.
Yeah.
Looks like they're taping something with Chico.
Oh,
because
I'm in.
Sorokin passed Chico.
Yep.
So I think they're going to do something there. Always a pleasure
Love
to see Chico.
Say hi to him for me.
I will.
Rangers hosting the Hurricanes, speaking of other hockey teams.
Oh, like your dream.
That coverage immediately follows us here on 880 at 6:30.
Now, did you see this report out of Seattle?
Seattle, what happened?
Seattle.
That apparently, the Kraken were in on Panarin.
Wow.
And the report is their contract offer to Panarin, 4 years, $56 million. And he said, I'm good.
He didn't want to be in Seattle.
No.
I
he
told
took
you.
2 years, $22 million from the Kings. Kraken are actually ahead of the Kings in the standings, but I guess he just wants the glitz and glamour of L.A. I'll tell you, don't sleep
Zipper
on
kid.
Seattle, man. That's a fabulous city, and that's a good young team.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess he just wants to
And
be
they
in
really
LA.
could have used him, too, right? You think about what they're...
Kraken? Yeah, for sure. Kings, too. Kings can't score.
Meantime, Isles and Devils, as we were just talking about, that's in Jersey at the Rock, where you hear the beautiful organ playing, which is so hockey, where Don
It is.
LaGreca will be on the call on MSG. That is at 7:08 puck drop?
Yes.
7:08. And if you're if so inclined, the Nets are playing basketball tonight. They are visiting the Magic in Orlando. That is at 7 tonight as well. Tullamore the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore or try the new Tullamore honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore responsibly.
I'm going to do it in my pants.
And you're mad at me.
I have to soil myself.
So, speaking of hockey and the Rangers,
yes,
their general manager, Chris Drury, spoke with the media last night. It's rare that he speaks.
Sit, you stink.
And Anthony Pusick, you can tell, is at the wheel.
Yeah. That was me.
Wasn't me.
Oh, that was you that time?
I was speaking for Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay.
The anger.
You were channeling him.
So after trading, as you mentioned, Panarin, there were other options for him. Seattle was one, apparently, but he does go to the L.A. Kings. Drury was asked about the idea of this being what they called in the letter 2.0 a retool, and saying, well, what's the difference of a retool and a rebuild? And we don't have audio, so I'm just going to read you the transcript.
Go ahead.
Drury said, and I quote, I think there's a difference in retool and rebuild. As we said in the letter, it's a retool. We're certainly not going to sit here and put a timeline on it right now. We're going to try to do everything we can to get back to being a contending team as quickly as we can. We have identified and continue to identify players that we want here and want to stay here and go forward and build around and move forward with. So there's one quote, Don. So does that make sense when he says retool? Because a rebuild sounds like it's going to take some time. And what he's saying is retool means we don't want this to linger. We want to get this thing turned around sooner rather than later.
Well, rebuild, that's just because a rebuild suggests that
Tearing it
everybody
down.
can go. You're tearing it down, and you're not doing that, right? You're going to start next year with Igor Shesterkin, one of the best goaltenders in the league, as your goaltender for 65% of the games. You've got Adam Fox on the team. You've got, it looks like, Mika Zibanejad moving forward. You've also got JT Miller. So you've got some players that are good, and it might only take a free agent signing here, a deal here, to kind of get back on the horse. So that's why it's a retool, not a rebuild. If you're telling me they're trading Shesterkin, they're trading Fox, well, that would be a complete strip down. But it is a word salad in a sense, because how long is a retool going to take? It's not like, well, rebuild means 5 years, retool means 2. It doesn't work that way. But I think there's enough there to build around where it shouldn't take that much longer. But I don't think it's going to be immediate either, because they had, when Shesterkin was healthy and JT Miller and Zibanejad and Panarin, they still weren't a team that was tearing it up. They had to kind of reimagine this team, and that's what they're in the process of doing. But I don't know if he knows how long it's going to take.
Yeah, it all depends on what's available and what kind of moves you can make. Reimagine sounds very Disney, so of course we're all for it.
Well, and that's what they called, it was the reimagining of Madison
The
Square
Garden.
Garden.
Yeah, when
listen, rebuild, that's like a
it.
4-letter word, especially in New York, right?
Yeah.
Because unlike the Devils, unlike the Islanders, the Rangers have their own television network. They have a building where they want to see it be full. You
And
know,
it is.
because and it is. So I think there is that feeling of, we can't be too long, because you might be able to, in certain markets, go a few years and it's okay. The fans will still come and they'll understand. And I think the Ranger fans, they did understand that first letter back in the day. Now there's been a second letter.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Molly Walker on with Kay earlier today saying there's not going to be a letter 3.0, right? Chris Drury's not going to get that kind of leash to do that. So I think these fans are, they're willing to be patient, I think, to a point. We'll see how long that is.
Now, the other quote that I have for you is basically just who will be part of this. I will paraphrase for time constraints.
Sure.
Because he said, I'm not going to go player for player. Because when you say who, okay, name some names. You just said it. Shesterkin's not going anywhere. The one guy that you can feel like in ink will be a Ranger is him.
Yes.
But he just said that they have a lot of really good players at key positions. It's not worked out the way we hope. We're going to continue to look back at decisions we made and choices we made to try to make better ones. And he said, but I believe in a lot of the players in that room. It's funny, he said a lot of the players in that room. And then we're going to try to rebuild around some of them and keep pushing this thing forward. And then again, reiterated, to be a contender as soon as we can. So it's interesting that he's saying we have a lot of players, and some of them will be building around, which suggests to that room, I'm not done.
Right. And they might, we'll see how it works out with the lottery, might have the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if we're going to do this in the end, but that McKenna story,
We're
that's
going
not
to.
great.
No, we'll
hit that during the
We'll touch on that, but, they should still have a very, very good pick.
Can they tank for a number one pick? It's a lottery, but you can.
Well, that's
are
why
they
it's
at the
never.
point now, Dom.
Well, the
where
only
it's
thing
like,
to tank is just Shesterkin's not going to come back. They're not going to purposely lose, and you don't have to be the worst team because it's a lottery system.
Well, they won it. Yeah, they won it that year. They weren't the worst team, right?
Right. So
okay,
but
all
they
right.
should get a top 3 pick the way it's going, right?
Well, all right. That's the latest, and you heard from Chris Drury, so now you know it's not a rebuild; it's a retool, which means they want to turn it around faster than a rebuild. It might take longer. You know what? We don't have to wait any longer for ENN,
right.
which is next on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
And it's the last call for football, folks. And FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, maybe longest touchdown scored, first TD, last TD. If you're someone like me who thinks Diggs may have a breakout game here and score something, maybe that's the pick for you. Maybe you want to go Kenneth Walker. Whatever it is, whatever the play for you. Maybe you think Sam Darnold's going to run for a TD. It's all on the table. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issues, non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
So, who you got? New England or Seattle? The updated line has Seattle favored by 4.5. The total's 46, and the Wiz has the winner. Tune into the Fine Line Saturday at 8 a.m. and join one of the nation's top sports betting analysts, Joe Wiz, as he breaks down the game. Plus, the Wiz talks college basketball, NBA, hockey, soccer, and UFC. Follow the Wiz on Instagram at Joe Wiz Sports. It's the best bet in town. The Fine Line with the Wiz Saturday at 8 a.m. Be ready to win.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of the night. We've got the Rangers home at MSG. Definitely want to avoid the east side of town heading into Midtown. FDR just packed in both directions. Heading over to the 59th Street Bridge. West side will treat you a whole lot better. No relief on the inbound Gowanus Brooklyn. A broken down SUV in the right lane by the Prospect. Bumper to bumper there from the Belt Merge. You stay on the brakes on the BQE eastbound all the way through to the Grand Central in Queens. Worst of it's the outbound George Cross Bronx westbound. You're slammed from right after the Bruckner on through. Adding to the delays, a broken down tractor trailer in the left lane by the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George, about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. We've got a stall in the right lane on the span. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels close to a half hour each. Devils are hosting the Islanders tonight at the Rock in Jersey. Solid on 280 in both directions, heading over to 21 in the Stickle Drawbridge in Newark. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Empowered. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting...
the very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports.
Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Great. Welcome to ENN. Ray-Ro.
You ever watch YouTube?
It's brought to you today by our friends at Ramsey Mazda.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like...
Peter?
I know, I hear you. Please.
Please, get away. Get away.
I'd like to start off by saying good evening to Don.
So that's my list today on Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of February.
Hey! So what anniversary is that?
That's a COVID. I bet that's 5-6 years.
That could be
5 years.
5 years. That might be February 5th, 21.
Yeah, it has to be.
20? 21 was post. no?
February 20th.
Yeah.
21.
20.
2020.
So pre-COVID.
No,
Actually, no, that's the wrong date.
Yeah, that would make it pre-COVID.
It's Cinco de
It's
Mayo.
actually Cinco de Mayo.
It's
on
Cinco de Mayo on 2020.
So it's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh,
Yes.
so I on May 5th I said February.
That's
I'm
correct.
making that mistake again. God, I'm gonna maul May when it comes.
So that's my list today on Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of February.
As cold as this winter's been, they're gonna dry hump May.
Poor May. She
Yeah,
better be ready.
what did May do?
I hope May's ready.
Let me say good evening.
May West?
Let me say good evening to Alan and Don.
Stop what you're doing. Drop your pencils.
And your pants. the greatest line ever
Strong.
from May West is I may not have it completely accurate. My left leg is Christmas. My right leg is New Year's. Come see me between the holidays. That's filthy for 1936.
Wait.
I'll say.
I didn't know May West was a potty mouth.
Yeah, that's.
She was like that? Now I got to Google.
Now he wants to look into it.
I mean, you never know.
Take the
Bart
deep
and I
dive
did this
on May
one.
West.
Ambassador Johnson?
Bart and I did this one time. Remember that, Jake? The segment we did, we looked up we looked up celebrity, female celebrities from the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
And Bart would do the whole, oh yeah, I would, yeah.
And it always
yeah.
started off Felicia Rashad, and then we end up in
But then we way back.
Yeah.
And he would say, oh, yeah. He had a phrase that I won't repeat, but he would say it on the air. We would laugh.
So Jane Mansfield.
Oh yeah, no. I would tell him, look, Google this. He's like,
Ambassador Johnson?
Yep. Yep, I would. Yep. Yeah.
All right.
I've never.
So he would use a time machine differently than a lot of other people.
Wouldn't you though?
Let me say good evening to Don and Alan.
Think you're the
People
only
from
filth
Armada.
bag?
No, I don't think I am. But wait a minute. And now I'm admitting I am a filth bag. By the way, May West, I'm all set.
Not interested.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wow, today's the day he's dissing May West.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
All right. I'm not against that.
And I mean, you know me, I love blondes, but
You're a filth bag.
I don't know.
I don't think you needed to insult her today.
Well, I'm just being. I'm not. Again, not allowed to be honest.
I don't know it said that, but
don't speak your mind. Not allowed.
No.
Don does it. It's great radio.
Well, that's
I
Don.
do it. I'm
That's
a bad
Don.
guy.
But I put you on the spot. You could have just left May West alone. You didn't have to.
You decided he went to go do the research.
I was curious.
Right.
Yeah,
but
no,
nobody
I'm
saw
going
you
to
look it
tell you.
up.
I'm going to tell you right now.
By the way, she's a Brooklyn girl.
I'm all set as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But she's a Brooklyn girl. It kind of changes things.
Well,
now.
that's great.
All of a sudden,
we love Brooklyn girls. Shout out to Charles Hamilton, but this is not. No, I'm all set.
She's a Brooklyn Queens.
Speaking of Queens, I don't know if you guys heard, Jacob, the Coliseum closed. You hear that?
Yeah, I did hear. It's
Two days ago or something, or 3 days ago.
It's a big thing. Everybody in Queens or everybody from Jamaica, that's a big.
They went and said, do people go say their goodbyes?
I did it. I mean, my brother's from that area. He told me about it. He didn't go, but it is something big.
My prediction is, though, when all these things happen, it'll probably come back. Some developer will buy it, and it'll come back as something different. But it ain't going to be the same. It ain't going to be the place that you just go to get bamboo earrings, a pair of beef and broccolis, and a DJ Clue mixtape. Those days are over.
Wow. Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Yeah, that's Coliseum in Queens being gone is a true New York moment. All right, guys. Let's get into it, shall we?
Do it.
Now, you already teased it, so I'm going to start with this. And that is the arrest of Penn State forward Gavin McKenna. The consensus first overall pick in this June's NHL draft was charged with felony aggravated assault. I'm talking about the NHL draft, of course, and some other things. He's an 18-year-old Canadian. First-degree felony aggravated assault, which is defined as attempts to cause serious bodily injury or causes injury with extreme indifference, plus a simple assault misdemeanor and 2 summary counts of disorderly conduct for engaging in a fight. The maximum penalty for first-degree felony aggravated assault in Pennsylvania is 20 years.
Wow.
And or a $25,000 fine. Big difference. According to the State College Police Department, McKenna's charges are the result of an altercation that occurred in State College At 8:45 p.m. on January 31st, police said McKenna allegedly struck a 21-year-old male in the face, resulting in facial injuries that required surgery. He was arraigned on the charges and released on $20,000 bail. A preliminary hearing for the case is scheduled for February 11th in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. File this under not what you want?
Well, now
there's more to the story.
There always is.
The more to the story is, wherever they were, he was with his mom, and this individual was harassing his mom, called her a name that rhymes with
Boar.
Oh, goodness.
And the 21-year-old was
intoxicated
and escorted out of the establishment.
Yes.
And he waited for McKenna to come out. And that's where the confrontation had taken place. So, again, I don't know the whole story, but that sounds like he had a reason. Now, is that enough of a reason to beat him senseless? But a guy 3 years older verbally, offends your mom, of all people. So it sounds like he had more motive than just, other stupid reasons that kids get into fights.
Yeah, and it was 8:45 p.m., right?
Right.
So, like, if this was a 2:30 a.m. outside a bar thing, yeah, now you're worried. But 8:45 team function with his mom, guy's out of control.
Apparently,
they
the
take
guy
him out of the place.
It was a public place. It was like some sort of bar restaurant. The guy was outside.
Yeah.
The guy was drunk.
Yeah.
Called McKenna's mom a bore.
Yep.
And he knocked him out.
Yeah.
Apparently broken jaw, concussion maybe.
He's a hockey player.
Missing teeth.
He's thrown hands before.
Right.
It's not new.
So I guess what he's guilty of is losing his temper because his mom was verbally assaulted, and he's just, much stronger and better fighter than this guy, and he kicked his butt. And is that enough for him to go to jail over? Again, you still have to be responsible. He didn't attack your mom physically, but he waited for you outside the place after he was escorted out for acting like an ass.
Mm-hmm.
So at least it feels better.
Self-defense is what I would say.
Like his reasoning seems a little bit more...
Right? I don't know what this guy's doing. He's waiting me out now. I was worried about my safety and my mother's safety, so I just took matters in my own hands.
Another rumor says the guy's verbally assaulting his mom. Everyone was trying to defuse it. The kid would not stop or let it go. He kept going after Gavin's mom, and then Gavin knocked him out.
Right. So if that ends up being true...
Bad friends, by the way.
He still could get arrested. He still could go to trial because, it's still he still hurt the guy.
By the way,
but if I'm a general manager, do I still draft him, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. But I have a couple of questions now.
Go ahead. I'm here to answer them.
First one is, if it's at a restaurant and he was thrown out, which means there must have been some type of security, what are they doing? That's one. Two, the guy who apparently I guess people were trying to defuse it, he didn't have any friends there that would have known that you are out of control, you are embarrassing us and yourself, and this guy and his mom don't deserve it, and drag him out of there? Or are we just kind of standing there letting this happen? There's a lot of things that we don't know that we need to know.
His teammates might have known, listen, he can handle himself, and probably figured the guy deserved the beat, and he got.
I'm not blaming his teammates. I don't know if it was his teammates that were around. I don't know what that story is. But still, there's security, there's bouncers, there's whatever it is that you need to have somebody to step in. If this was carrying on for a length of time, there should have been somebody that knew what to do there.
Well, they probably just thought once he's out of the establishment, he's going to leave.
Yeah, well.
They should have called the police. If it was that bad, you're throwing him out of the restaurant.
Right. And he's hanging around.
And he's hanging around. Call the police.
Thank you.
He's obviously hanging around for a reason.
Yes.
The picture that I'm seeing move around of the guy who did it, this is who everyone is saying did it, and it's a picture of him in the hospital. Just by the look of his face, I can say certainly he deserved it.
So a very punchable face.
I mean, it's a face that was designed for punching.
But
nozzle.
Oh my! Look at this guy.
That's a bro.
That's a bro.
Again,
bro. I'm gonna see what's going on. And he's a senior. Probably got nothing going on in his life. Let me go after the star freshman hockey player.
But
what are you gonna do, bro?
But to play the other side of it, all right, the guy deserved a beating, But if you know you're stronger and you know how to fight, and it's going to turn out that way.
You know what? I know
maybe you got to ease up just a little bit.
You're
it's
right,
not
Don,
ideal,
but you know what? Sometimes somebody needs to find out.
No, I get it.
Sometimes you need but that's the frustrating part right now. Is you're right, but there's also that part of you as a man who understands that sometimes somebody needs to find out.
It's your mother, like it's to her face.
Like guys like that you're showing, like you need to know that there is a consequence to that behavior, not that, well, he can't touch me because he's going to be a draft pick. Oh, yeah? Tell you what.
Don, think about it like this.
Find out.
Think about it like this. If you just said that about someone's mother and she wasn't there,
you'd want to do that.
You'd still want to do it, but it would be reasonable for people to say, hey, dude, walk away.
Right.
His mother was there.
She
said it. He said it to her face.
Had to hear it.
By the way, you guys say ease up. I don't know. Again, more reports. I think this was punch, night, termite. I think this was it.
It might not have been easy.
I don't think this was like a...
No, it looks like a one-and-done situation.
This definitely was not a knockdown, drag out.
Right. Like, if he was beaten with a baseball bat...
No, of course.
But if 2 punches put him in the hospital, that's more on him.
But let me also... One last thing is the victim here. Weird to call him that, but he's also the instigator.
Right.
Pressing charges... And becoming the victim?
Because he probably
wants
knows
a payday.
Exactly who did it to him.
Does anyone, think about the rest of your life.
You're a loser.
What friends are staying with you after that?
Oh, what a loser.
He probably didn't have many friends to begin with. I need to depart. We'll try this
so
again
long,
tomorrow
Franny.
night.
I'll be watching.
Take care.
I'll be watching.
Love you all.
We wish you the
Alan,
best.
Enjoy the Islander broadcast.
I'll be watching you. How dare you? Watch it now.
49ers and the Rams are going to play the first NFL regular season game.
Where? Spain.
Melbourne, Australia.
Really?
Talk about a trip.
That's... Wow.
Talk about needing some time to...
That's... How are they doing that? When... what is there? A bye after, I'm guessing?
There's a thought that it might be the first game.
Okay, and? Is there a bye
and then
after?
You get a bye. All right.
It
on
could be
the Wednesday. So then fly back and then...
And then you play that a week later after that.
Listen, Peter powered through this week. Let's not get it twisted.
That's right. I mean, I am football player Jace. And by the way, I powered through Perth, which is further than Melbourne.
I mean, I understand what they're doing. And by the way, there is a big football audience down there.
So they say.
But
again, if you want to know why Bad Bunny was a great choice for the Super Bowl for the NFL, again, same thing.
Global.
They're
they
global,
want to
baby.
be global. It's the one sport that is very American that they can't get away from it. Hockey is global, whether you like it or not. Basketball might be the most global.
Baseball's pretty global.
Baseball, very global. And soccer, we know, is the most global.
So this is what the goal is.
Cricket might have a bigger football, might have a better, cricket's definitely.
International.
Definitely internationally has a huge, so
gigantic.
If you're the NFL, what's next? You've already conquered the U.S. You're trying to get the world now. And so that's why you got to do it. You got to bring the game to them and get them hooked like we all are.
Rich Cimini did his Flight Deck podcast.
Yeah.
And talked about Frank Reich, the new OC for the Jets. What does Frank Reich like in a QB, Rich?
The real story, though, is who are they going to bring in from the outside? Some of the names to watch, as I mentioned, Jacoby Brissett is a name to watch. Frank Reich had him in Indianapolis for a couple of years. I think he really likes Brissett. Frank likes taller quarterbacks, more pocket-style quarterbacks, as opposed to the shorter run-around guys. So keep an eye on Brissett. Brissett also happens to be very close with Bill Parcells. He basically looks at Parcells as a mentor. They developed a relationship many years ago when Brissett was a high schooler in South Florida, where Parcells lives, and they hit it off. They've stayed in touch. And, of course, we know Parcells and Aaron Glenn are very close, so you can connect the dots there. Kirk Cousins, another name to watch. He could get released by the Falcons. Mac Jones, also under contract to the 49ers. Another name, Marcus Mariota, Jimmy Garoppolo, Malik Willis will be free agents. Willis, of course, there's buzz around
Jimmy
Willis because
Garoppolo.
he had a couple of decent games. I don't think any team's going to go out and spend big money and hand a starting job to Malik Willis. I think he'd have to come in as a backup or at least competing for a starting job.
Add to it, by the way, the Reich thing, I totally missed this. But the hiring of Frank Reich is interesting in one way. He was also on the 96 Jets team. That was the infamous 1-15. So he and Aaron Glenn were teammates on the worst team in franchise history.
It's a bond.
Blood in the ground.
That's real blood in the ground. It's poop in your pants.
He was 1-6 as a starter. But don't you find that kind of remarkable that they are now teaming up all these years later to recover the franchise from a pretty awful season and awful situation, 15 straight years without making the playoffs after being on the worst team in franchise history?
It is interesting. I don't know if it's good interesting.
I didn't say it's good. I'm just saying I find it interesting that that they have that connection. They were both there. They've been through it.
Yeah. It's not blood in the ground.
It's
tears. It's urine and tears.
It's tears in the ground.
It's all bad things.
But, yeah, they're going to have to figure out a quarterback. Did I see that Trinidad Chambliss's bid was denied? Is that accurate?
It's coming up. It's coming up.
It has been denied. So
I want to try something real quick. I have the Trinidad Chambliss.
Oh, it's in there. Okay, we have it.
I
apologize.
I'm gonna play you something, and then Anthony, I'm gonna switch seats to the other side. I want to test something. I'm switching. You've never seen this before. This is unlike anything you've ever seen before.
This is amazing. How fast is it going to be?
Oh, I got plenty of time.
All right, go.
Tim Hasselbeck. He was on DNR earlier. Would you be surprised if New England won the Super Bowl?
No, I don't think I'd be surprised. I think they're a really good team. I think they're balanced. I think they're extremely well coached. Was on record at the time. I thought Drake May was the best quarterback prospect that I had seen in my 18 years at ESPN when he was coming out. You know, everyone's talking Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. Drake May, to me, was as good of a prospect as anybody. I think they're a really good team. I think what's interesting is he has not played well at all in the postseason. Fumbles are worse than interceptions for quarterbacks, so people don't talk about him that way. I think he's been sacked 15 times, which is an absurd number in the postseason. Neither tackle has been playing well. It definitely is a strength of Seattle's. But I do think this, if Seattle struggles with their interior offensive line, they got a problem at right guard. And if New England can be really good with their front and win on early downs, create known passing situations, I think that is how New England wins the football game, as long as Drake protects the ball.
It's an interesting line from Tim there about fumbles being worse than interceptions, because that's not something people think about very often. And that's what Drake May's biggest struggle has been, is putting the ball on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It was Daniel Jones' biggest problem in New York.
Yes. And for Sam, it's interceptions.
Right. Although not a huge problem for him these days. Did me switching seats do anything?
Are you crisper?
That's what I was looking for.
I think it's the lighting, man.
No matter where maybe it's just me.
Again, you have, and I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh, no.
A lot of skin.
On the head. Yeah.
So when the light hits it, I just think it affects the lighting.
But it is crisper. It is. No, Anthony, you think it's crisper over here,
don't you? You like it?
Yes, I think so. You seem to have a problem with that particular camera.
That one over the one I just ran from.
Now, when there's three of you, nothing we can do about it. But
I mean, I could switch to one of these also if I just want to avoid whatever's happened, me becoming Blueface. I don't know why I become Blueface.
You're not Blueface here.
No, I don't feel Blueface anymore.
You could be the Blue Man Group.
All right, you mentioned Chambliss, didn't you?
This is big news.
The NCAA has denied Ole Miss's appeal for Trinidad Chambliss's 6th-year eligibility waiver, which will direct his fight to play college football to the State Court of Mississippi. So this is a big deal. And now we'll see what happens, but it goes to court.
Yeah. How much longer? I mean, I guess he does have time, but at some point, declare for the NFL draft is going to have to happen.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a call.
And that would be interesting where he would be put, right? Where would you put him?
Should he end up, in what is not a quarterback-heavy draft, he would certainly become a big-time player.
There'd be interest in him, yeah.
That'll do it for ENN, brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda, like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
I don't like looking in the monitor and seeing that I look like Gordon Ramsay sometimes when I have my head turned. I'm not a big fan of that.
It does give a little Ramsay.
Little Ramsay. Watching Don tonight, Devils Islanders. See you tomorrow.
DraftKings Sportsbook is making every snap, every drop